Big point of conversation, has had a fantastic playoff so far, but he's the one player that usually drops off the most versus Vitality. Now we know Mirage is coming up as the first map as well, and guess what? They played in Dallas a month ago. I think the MongolZ should have won that game. They looked like the better team, but guess what player didn't show up in that game as well? Sensu. I think the biggest playmaker tonight. If he plays well, I see them have a chance.
A massive win condition for the side of MongolZ, as is 9-10. We've already talked about it, Matt, the fact that he is the highest rated player in the playoffs, closely followed by Zywoo behind him. This is going to be a showdown for the ages.
I mean, 9-10, what he wants to do is take Vitality's lunch money, just like he did back in the LAN cafes in Mongolia, taking it from all the other countrymen that he had. He's been a shooter at these playoffs, and I feel like he is going to give absolutely Literally everything.
Come on, bro.
We're calling them underdogs for a reason because the odds heavily siding with Vitality. It makes sense, Jacob. We love dreams. We love dreams. Do you think we're at least getting three maps in this grand final?
I would love to. I would love to see 3 maps, and I think there is a change. I think there's a chance with Mirage in particular. I was diving into the stats as well, and if there's one weakness when it comes to Vitality under Mirage, the T side, they rely a lot on
What's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream.
Positive KD in the last 3 months on Mirage. So if Saivu is not playing well, the MongolZ have a chance.
They say everything's bigger in Texas, and the stakes don't get any bigger than this. It's time to kick off the major grand final.
Okay, Freya. What?
I was there during your first.
The playoffs closely.
I could hear your heart pounding through the microphone. Do you remember your first setback? I remember those moments you wish you could forget. The moments when you had done everything and it wasn't enough.
Vitality. I got Vitality winning.
Navi have been eliminated from the blast.
But I was there when that got better. The happiness. Breaking through the barrier you didn't know was there. I saw you improve. I saw what you could do.
What would be nice, the MongolZ? 100%.
I remember thinking you'd quit.
Yeah.
And I remember when you'd first felt greatness.
Okay. I'm really hoping I really think it's the...
I remember that through all the odds stacked against you, you found a way. Every last second diffused. Every friendship made and broken on your rise to the top. And the only thing left to ask is, will they remember you?
Ten of the world's greatest players stand before you. They have nowhere to run, and they have nowhere to hide.
Simple washed.
We will watch them fight with their dreams on the line.
Give me a second.
Austin, Texas, pay close attention. Do you feel it? Your heart pounding with anticipation. That shiver down your spine. Counter-Strike lives within us. America, the world is watching, and it's your time to shine. This is the Austin Major Grand Finals, right here, right
now. Hell yeah. Let's get it.
Somebody flies home a champion. Somebody goes home destroyed.
Everybody woke up today thinking this was their chance. Only one team leaves with this trophy.
Flamesy to kick it off the teammate's flash. It's Techno down first.
Oh, here we go. He already started.
10 finds his slight opening.
Hey, yo.
Vitality slows it down.
Okay.
We're still just getting them stuck outside of that ramp, though. Blitz gets a little bit of damage in. Kills start to come back. Senzu's going to try to save this.
Oh, we
go 2v2.
Oh, 2v2. Damn.
They've evened it out for a second. Again, these slight mid-round pauses, but that bomb is gone. What do you have in the clutch? 9-10 early on.
Yeah, you got 9-10 in the 1-on-2. The guy who logs on today is the least hours of anybody else on this map. The least trophies, the least experience in this situation. And one of the most amazing op runs for someone of his stature in this playoffs.
Ooh, they let him have that space. So
Okay, he planted the bomb at
Rops
least.
up. No kit for the two players. Rops takes a look before Apex arrives. Rops wants into
never
the
mind.
action, doesn't need his in-game leader to
He
help
won.
him. Rops knows how to win. That is why he's here. That's why Vitality have made it. And so first round goes the way of the favorites.
Yeah, Rob's incredibly decorated, and somebody who said, if we're going to lose a match, don't let it be this one.
He wants the major.
Player on the server that's been in every single CS2 major final, but also hasn't won one.
Look at the confidence on this though, right?
And the last two, we saw Spirit, we saw Na'Vi. This is their best chance yet. But what we have to understand about the Mongols is they've been a top 5 team this entire season. They are one of 6
Hey,
teams
MongolZ
that
game,
have
what's
even
up?
taken a map off of Vitality this
I'll
season.
try my best to watch. I can't really
They
listen
beat
right
them
now,
twice on
but
Nuke.
good luck to
That's what
Mongols.
makes them feel incredibly
What?
brave, because they have yet they picked Mirage. They're leaning into their strengths. They've been very good on this map here in playoffs.
Within this playoffs, we saw FlameZ have a bit of an off first half within Mirage, then be able to kick it back up a notch for the attack. Every single piece of Vitality better come to play.
MongolZ W?
That's the one difference between this Mongols and the Mongols you've been watching all year long. Finally piecing it together in a playoffs. And it was a slow start versus Pain on this very same map. Didn't seem to shake them. They waited it out. They won a clutch, and from that point on, 13 rounds straight. Right now, Apex better be careful. Inside of that smoke reside a couple players. He doesn't like the risk of it, so he'll go back, lean away from the murder hole as we get a little bit of an expedition over towards the ramp.
Feels like he's in purgatory right now. We got FlameZ trying to smooth out this angle. A couple of good fights coming the way of Vitality. First one, Apex wins.
Zywoo then catching good timing inside a connector, knows that that pinch could be inbound. Blitz is going to try to recover this. Again, not everybody with the best weapons. What a wallbang frag off that upgraded pistol. Do what you must to try to break down this A defense, but it looks like it's still going to stand tall. Good timing on the peak from Apex. And Vitality
Nice try.
This one with majority still alive.
Yeah, and he was a little bit everywhere this round when it was at the back of window.
Nice try, man.
Answers right there. Mongols got close. They got to the doormat of getting in the window, getting up the A ramp, but Vitality stayed vigilant. That's why they got those kills.
Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Mongols chance in the building tonight. And the reason is, as someone from North America, we can all relate to being an underdog in Counter-Strike.
Feels like every region outside of Europe can rally behind the Mongols for that reason. They defeated Pain on the way. We saw what happened between the Brazilian scene and the Chinese teams here in Austin. The support goes beyond the borders. Desert Eagles across the board for this one. Single Tech 9, they take their time with it, but again, Vitality not looking to play scared whatsoever. Floating out in middle. It's an absolute slaughter, barring Mzinho out through the palace.
Damn.
Unfortunately, doesn't have a bomb to go with that. Could have got the plant off.
This is hard, man. What's up, gamer?
Okay. It, though. This Desert Eagle looking sharp.
He's grabbed a couple of skulls. Better gun now. Bomb not.
He's
in a
looking
good
probably
spot.
to save.
Vitality gonna try to chill. They have gotten, 1v3.
Hey, type in chat who wants Mongols to win. Type 1. And who wants the Vitality to win.
Mongols playing against the best team in the world and drawing the comparison back to the last time we were in America at Boston. Cloud9 were a top 6 team. They played against FaZe. These guys were the most stacked roster at the time in terms of...
Okay, I see you guys. I see one. I see one in chat.
But they didn't have a streak like Vitality.
One. I see one. I see one.
7 trophies in a row. That's what they're looking for.
You guys really want Mongols to win now?
Ahead of this playoffs, Mongols only had 4 playoff matches won throughout their endeavors. Cut shy so many times, but let's see if guns make a difference. Game begins here, round 4. Vitality.
Okay, Metro with a 2.
How long's the lead last? Off the flash, Apex into the
I am him Monday 2.
Almost.
Okay, okay.
Let Apex regain his vision. Instead, we go 1 for 1.
He was in the Goldilocks zone right there between the Molly and the smoke.
Okay.
Zinho, he's been
It's a 4v4.
intriguing shots.
Oh, FlameZ.
Takes a quick look at it. Ops not to swing wide. Blitz getting ever closer. Bomb starting to get inbound as well. Techno simultaneously taking a bit of a look on the other side. maybe hoping to keep Vitality busy, but they stay active.
Yeah, it seems like they're fully aware of the setup now, actually. Mzinho he's already past the op line. He knows that no one's there on the site watching. This helps Blitz as well. He's the ward in the watchtower at the moment. I think the CTs don't know if they're found out yet, but
okay, never mind.
Sure.
This is gonna be a easy dub.
Timings from both teams.
My opinion, at least, my opinion.
Into the action right when MongolZ.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong.
Single smoke and a single Molotov here for the MongolZ. They go very quiet at
2-2-2-2.
seconds. And how do you deal with that ramp control? I mean, that's really
Let's check the
strength in this position. Blitz trying to
stream on TikTok as well.
Yes, opens up a ability to plan as well. They need to get rid of.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys.
910's Molotov. It's perfectly placed.
And they can plant for that smoke.
This
Perfect
is good.
utility usage.
For as much as Vitality feels like they've figured it out, MongolZ working with very little, put it exactly where it needs to be, and then we start to see some missed shots. Flamesy drops the ball. Robs, though, maybe they didn't anticipate that second player, so now 910 going to be fixated on this as Blitz attempts to catch connections on the others, but it is a stoic-looking side towards the catwalk, and a late move here from Mezzy. All three players working with the kits, still 2 smokes out here. Vitality.
Who's winning, guys? I feel like it's Vitality.
An extra layer of pressure. Robs,
okay, 910.
The 910 has the cover.
Okay, Blitz.
Good support.
Okay, first round. Let's go. Let's go.
You said game starts here, and it did. That rifle, they worked
that's not bad.
To the end. They slowed down there in the mid-round. It looked a little bit nervous. Flamesy came back, found his pick-off. He's been doing good work on the A ramp, but Blitz gets the really key frag right here. Connect control is what it's all about when you're going to go for the A split. And he's very careful from this position of getting zones.
This guy Blitz is pretty good, man. He's an IGL.
Zeus joining us in the front row.
I am 8 subs away, brother.
Everybody wants to watch
somebody unsub, but it's fine.
If they're able to take this win.
Today is just a chill stream.
Regardless of who wins, it is history. A damn near perfect season out of Vitality, or your first ever Asian major champions.
Or imagine that.
Which is a sentence I think a lot of people in this room didn't think we would ever.
Imagine we have a Asian team winning a major before
first round
another US team.
It is evidence Vitality bleeds. Very low buy for Vitality as well. When we saw how perfectly that utility went down for the MongolZ last round.
Yeah, they're not actually in a spot to prod.
Yeah, it's crazy to think of, man. Crazy. Crazy to think that Asian. We have a full Asian team in the major. Okay. Robs.
Nice shots by Robs.
Did they get the bomb on the way or not? They didn't.
Oh, it dropped.
They did not get the bomb.
Bomb fell inside of the smoke. You can take that B site. Mezzy just hit that dink. That's a ton of damage through the wall bang. Again, the kills start to come out for the MongolZ, but now they're starting to realize the error of their ways.
Oh, who needs the bomb?
Bit of a challenge for ZywOo, but he misses his shot. And that bomb will get scooped back up as Rops went down. Galil pressed between the two. Catches ZywOo off. Flamesy, quick action into the play, but the bomb has gone the other direction. And his rotation back will be a
he's gonna save the
path. If he thinks they're playing side by side, he is wrong. And as he comes through this doorway, he is cautious, but not cautious enough.
No way. Oh.
We go 2 rounds straight for the MongolZ.
Nervous moment. Nice shots from Flamesy.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Good start from him early, but another great round for the MongolZ. Vitality are getting tested. Bomb drops away to face. Mzinho looked right into the ladder room. Very awkward moment if they didn't get the 2 kills.
Weird that they saved like that.
This round could have totally fallen apart.
It's really weird.
Now, Vitality will have to get creative. Should be clear as day to the MongolZ how much money they have to use.
They don't want to make a misstep. They don't want to fall to a mistake. USPs go swinging. Top middle control is everything. Coupled nicely with an underpass player as well. Singular USP frag comes out of Vitality. They stop wasting everybody's time.
Here for the vibes, let's go, man. Let's go.
And meet a bit of a brick wall. We are tied early on Mirage.
There's going to be certain benchmarks in this game to believe it's even possible that Vitality lose. And MongolZ even tying the game at any point was won. It may seem like not much.
I feel like I'm back in Paris. Except it's better because there's way less French people.
Damn, bro.
But just as many French fries.
Yeah.
This guy with the trumpet is fun, but not as fun as the Paris Major. Yeah, I agree. That one was actually okay. 3-3 when okay, bro. This is like OG. Mirage just to Inferno. OG maps.
It would have been less meaningful if the game was close, but it really wasn't.
Through smoke, huh?
Wow.
9-10.
Eyes closed.
Forcing Apex to call from the sidelines. Odds are it was just over top of the smoke, so would have had vision on the peak. You peeked into the wrong guy today because 9-10 is tapping into playoff form. ZywOo actually just shoots through smoke.
I think he just shot to find it off the top corner of the smoke.
Hell yeah.
Amazing play out of him off the timing alone. That is an X-Factor frag. Look how it changes the complexion of the round here for the T side. They're starting to loop
4v4 again, okay.
That's dangerous, man. Just
yeah, Apex keeps dying.
At any point, this could have happened. CT's come to take a look. But as the CTs try to carve that path towards middle with a distraction on the catwalk.
That's two spotted.
Those are your A players from connector back to the bomb site. Mzinho gets his head ripped clean off. Flamesy already on the multi-kill. A little bit of a delay here from the Palace peak, but it is going to come in time. Flamesy going above and beyond. Triple kill so far.
1v1.
15 health here for Blitz. And a first frag needed by Mezzy in a clutch. Blitz scours the battlefield, will not find the timing on the peak, and the Brit posts one when needed.
Yeah, as the last man standing, we can lean on Mezzy to create lots of moments like this. It's a setup 1v1 in his favor. It's Blitz without the information. But he's going to be rotating over and have to pull off some clutches.
It's a whole pressure, it's a whole different level.
Wow. Yeah.
What's up, what's up? Welcome to the stream on TikTok.
It was an unanswered trade to kick things off for MongolZ until ZywOo just found a way to do it himself. We're going back to mid.
Slight limitation, but a faster pace.
Ryan, Diana, welcome to the stream. Don, join, welcome to the stream. Make sure you guys follow. Oh my god. Okay.
They try to take it over, but to do so, they'll have to still kill Techno, who plants that bomb on default. They'll join forces here. Vitality come in again, shoulder to shoulder. This time Mezzy with a bit more support in the Estonian. Space given over to Techno. He catches them off guard.
Okay. No way.
Mezzy, who's backed into another clutch, back-to-back 1v1s. This time Techno has the equal amount of health and the utility here to offset.
Oh, Techno! God damn! Damn! 4-4. This guy, bro. These guys are insane, man. Damn!
Back for that first kill. 1v2 to close. Keeping this game close. We often see Techno fighting from the bottom of the scoreboard, but here we are in the major grand final and his first clutch of the night.
Techno 3K, huh?
How would you describe Techno? First thing he said, this is my brother.
Second shot chance there for ZywOo.
And no easy rounds here for the MongolZ. 5v4 already getting shot in the back as they're trying to get up on a cap, but look who's there. No one is in B. Bomb gets away safe.
They'll run it down.
7 subscribers away from a small giveaway. Techno 3K? Yeah.
MongolZ said they take inspiration from the LG SK days. Talked about 9-10 having to travel so long to get to play at lands, playing to be able to have a ticket to get home. You know, those kinds of stories, that kind of hunger, we hear coming out of many different regions as to why players play so well.
I mean, the perfect example is Fur. Used to do the same thing. You can win a LAN, you get 2 meals a day.
Damn, he
You
almost...
lose, where are you sleeping?
You know why I grew up in Toronto? I lost a LAN.
26 people watching on TikTok. Guys, don't forget, come check my YouTube channel. We're doing giveaways.
Their dreams round by round at the moment, because there is no denying this momentum has shifted. 5 of the last 6 rounds, all with the MongolZ logo stamped across them. This is the Deagle that kicked it off. A slight hiccup on a road to a completely vacant B-bomb site, one that was understaffed.
I was disappointed to not see Nuke in this veto from the Mongols, but also they're showing us why they picked
10 or 15k people watching on live on the arena, which is awesome.
Certainly Vitality were ready for that pick more than this one. Expressing dominance inside of mid. Oh, getting great moments from ZywOo out of window on these smokes.
Perfectly positioned, getting a lot of impact out of this one, and they're not going to be able to stop him from repositioning either.
Got so many openers or refrags from the spot.
That is crazy to think for a video game. Yeah, 100% I agree. It's wild to like...
What's the Curdle defense? You got no one in ladder room. Again, even though we've got 5 CTs up, they're playing on the perimeter, sort of.
Not going to be able to really find these players, though. Hidden inside of this B site. Mezzi floating around the bench, gets early damage onto Senzu. Will clean that one up. He's trying to set up all the distractions so that Robs can do what he does. Hit you from the side.
Okay.
He'll do exactly that. Dropping bomb in the process. B site hell.
This felt like a rush B type thing when we play Counter-Strike.
Get a resurgence from Vitality.
Last series they played was so close. Ended 13-11. MongolZ and Blitz, when asked what he thinks about this final, he's not someone to tell jokes. He said it's about 50-50 in his head. And if you watch the last series,
that thing never works for me, I'm telling you.
Extremely
Alondar, welcome on.
The streak almost
welcome to the TikTok stream.
What you're looking at right now is Counter-Strike, folks. Counter-Strike in the heart of Texas. Mara and Xtaz. Trying to keep everybody's nerves under wraps.
If you guys wonder why they cheer and they boo the other team, is because everybody wants the MongolZ to win.
Crush and collapse versus FaZe last stage into playing them in playoffs, where you'd think FaZe would have an even bigger advantage, and standing up to all of their previous losses, sort of undignified exits.
Everybody wants the MongolZ to win. That's why they're cheering and they're booing the other team.
Round 11, we're talking about 2 AKs here for the MongolZ.
Yes, sir. Off the tac pause, don't forget it. What kind of plan is in place? Apex was the result of a few early deaths. Still has a great scoreline. ZywOo's taking up that space left in middle, this time doing it on his own. He floats back into safety.
Who am I cheering for?
Crazy how many unsupported kills ZywOo has gotten by himself.
Not really. I don't cheer for neither of these teams. I know who's gonna win. I know Vitality is gonna win. Kiwi, welcome to the stream on TikTok.
They're definitely gonna find their rounds. ZywOo down, but with a trade.
Apex in that pregame says he wants to be remembered as the greatest in-game leader to ever do it, that he wants to be the player with the most trophies.
Okay.
Here it comes, the full attack. The actual rotation from Vitality is incorrect. We got...
Apex is a great in-game leader, man.
Whatsoever, just Mezzi singly sitting here. Sure, pistols in the front of this apartments push ahead of that bomb, but it's also a question about joining up with the cat hit that eventually Senzu's going to put in place. Senzu floats around the ladder room. Here's that help. Apex is dead.
Oh, whoa.
Goes down with nothing to the hand of the Desert Eagle. Just the pistol to break open the site.
Okay. Oh. Damn, bro. This is blow for blow.
And so working with less doesn't seem to hold.
Apex is way too emotional. Yeah. Same as me.
They're here to put on a show. No one can say they aren't playing their best right now. That was 2 AKs coming into this round versus the world's best.
He's French? Okay. Okay, why do we...
This is Blitz catching the opening.
Nancy, welcome to the stream.
Definitely delayed the rotation from Rops as well, who we see fall inside the market. Oh, glimpse of it there for MongolZ, so he knows to be on high alert, but what a reaction.
Oh. Yeah, from Mezzi's POV seemed impossible.
That is grass-fed American beef.
Mezzi wants to take a bite for sure.
What?
Doesn't have a head to do it. One Desert Eagle shot. So now already we're...
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Vitality. Lose ZywOo in the middle of the map. Lose to Pistols.
We go one major back. Obviously, Senzu wasn't there. But you know who was? MongolZ. In that playoff game on Ancient, it was MongolZ who looked like he was unaffected. The player that looks like he plays well beyond his years.
Okay, they're pushing. 2 guys pushing. Okay, so you can learn a lot of things from this
He's gone, so if you want to chase him, it's a bit too late.
from this finals, you know.
We'll have that mid control, frees up Rops to lean forward. When we saw Flamesy struggling as the A anchor in a previous playoff game, that is exactly when Rops started to take over the responsibility of the site. And seeing as Mongols have won rounds on this half of the map, look at the justification behind this stack up. ZywOo is not a part of the hold though. And so Vitality
Uploads, what's up, brother?
Do it without Lilu. He will take his sweet time on this.
Welcome to the stream.
Not looking like they need
we're chilling, we're chilling.
Time, but if MongolZ lingers with that bomb, ZywOo could have caught him. Insta kill here from Senzu.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Balcony, but you still have
he's hiding.
Under wraps, hidden in the shadows, and he's making a move. Oh, he's line this up. Lets them plant. No way.
No way, bro.
Now he puts it on to the back of his
4v4.
teammates for the retake.
Wasn't spotted.
It got picked back up. 9-10.
Wait, look how Techno's scaling here.
Oh.
Just through the side of it.
No way he's gonna be 7-5.
How many clutches can he be put into, and how many can he come up with? Health advantage once more.
Oh my god, bro.
So the Mongols will take a 2-round lead on the T side of their map peak. Proof is in the pudding. Vitality.
Brother.
Lead.
What was that, man? What was that? Let's see what people say on okay, bro, see you in the final of the next major. He's such a bot. Oh man, reading the forums in HLTV, bro, it's funny. He's Mezzi, just enjoy finals. Guys, showdown may be the best team in maybe the meaning Vitality. No, I love this show. It will be 99%, but let's hope for somewhat of a close game. Boring. Depends for me, despite the game. It's funny, man. It's funny. One more minute. They're hilarious. 100% they're hilarious. Yeah, Austin looks pretty nice, man. I definitely need to visit. Dallas is better. Interesting. Okay, hot take. Dallas is better than Austin. Okay. Who else wants to? Dallas and Chicago is better. Okay. Close game. I would say so. Close game, yeah. It's Vitality doesn't hit that hard right now. Just wait until they start hitting hard. 8 seconds till the next half of the game.
Wielding a couple of very important rounds at the end of that one. Mongols may have started this half slowly, but they don't give a damn. They kick it right back into gear to close it. They deny a couple of clutches. And they have won rounds where they didn't even have full guns. That little bit of X factor that you need to pull off a major championship win.
Yeah, I didn't even expect that.
Already.
You know what I loved about
the shadow. The one tap.
Have a little carry from the bottom, right? Techno and Mezzi, two players who both put up clutch rounds when they needed to. Techno denied.
Dude, the one tap, bro. The one tap. That's wild. To like, you know, you can lose this round.
Here on map 1.
But you one tap. This is wild. Let's go. We are Marver. Welcome to the stream, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, join my
Mongols
my favorite.
every time they meet Vitality. Oh, and a special thank you to all of our production.
Let's go.
Tirelessly for these last few weeks.
All night long last night.
Welcome to the stream on TikTok as well.
What Mongols failed to do was win their map pick.
Okay.
They could win Nuke, but that was always Vitality's pick in the series.
Fast moves from Vitality, though. And one of the things in the kick-up of their T-side will be Flamesy on the entries, but a well-timed flashbang stopped it for a second. Little recoveries, we go till 2 kills each. Senzu tries to find contact off Cat. Blitz is gonna go alone. Never mind, excuse me, him and Techno just split up, moving over so close together. And it kind of frazzles Flamesy out of his preferred post-plant position. Bomb down behind Triple. They're gonna try to push at Senzu for a second.
Yeah, they've crawled up. Senzu, if he stays alive, we'll see.
Ticket players start to get that retake going. They have really closed the
distance.
But maybe to their
let's go. Oh my god, they're getting absolutely deleted, man.
That lead begins to grow.
Yes,
this is crazy.
Insurmountable territory, especially with the confidence. They're smiling here in this major final. A far cry from the Mongols we're used to seeing in playoffs. But Vitality are a team that have been tested.
Let's go, man.
Tested many times, whether it was in the best of 5s or in those individual series in their past ones versus the Mongols. The simple fact is they have not lost. There was such a big difference from a lead and a victory. 1AK comes into this round on Zaiwu.
Zaiwu currently sitting negative in the face of a white-hot Senzu Blitz and Techno core. And with the crowd rallying behind them, they are only going to grow more and more confident as their lead grows with it. Apex needs a second to stew in it. In his pre-match interview, said this crowd wants a Cinderella story and he's here to prove that all that's bullshit. How does it feel now? 3-round lead over top of Vitality.
Considering the strat that's coming forward, there is going to be one player isolated. Significant, actually, utility advantage to Vitality as they come onto the site. Mzinho, can he really stop this? 910 gets comfortable inside smokes as well.
Yeah, trying to lock it in. There doesn't look like there's fire here for 910. He'll find Mezzi's head instantly. Palace player delayed for a second. Flashbang gets the...
Oh, wow.
Some shooting. That is 910.
No way.
It's right behind him.
Not even a Frenchman can do that with a FAMAS.
Brick wall. On the brink of double digits.
This move, okay, how often would you get locked up in this position and think, okay, I'm just going to chill, let my teammates come and help me? No, it goes out wide for this. He knows there's going to be multiple players on his screen, but they come to help him. He hits that spray transfer, and MongolZ hit 9.
Getting double digits should now be easy. We're talking upgraded pistols for Vitality without Kevlar. 3 players behind it, 9-10, not satiated yet. It is bloodlust from an Opper who is making a highlight reel with rifles. He's caught by this PT-50 bottom middle. All good. Senzu will pick it up. And when Senzu hits that top rope, he's going to catch Flamesy top.
What's up, NAM? What's up? Welcome, welcome.
Doubling the rounds of Vitality.
Senzu on 17 frags here in this major final.
Bro.
17 frags in this major final. From a total collapse of the last major to a winning position at this one. The question was, when would they find the breakthrough? Mentally, it's the hardest part of the game. It's the other half.
Bro, this is wild.
Everybody on Vitality has gone through hell and back trying to figure out the mental side of this game, and they've done a fantastic job of staying near the top, even on their lows. Picking up a trophy.
Monday, you're saying that
towards that era.
You want the Vitality to win.
MongolZ are the youngest team here, so you think maybe they take an extra couple of years before the players start maturing, maybe one more roster move. No, it looks like they found their 5.
Or if they really got lucky, maybe at the start of the second half of this year. A little more time to figure out Vitality is what we thought everybody needed.
Oh my god. He actually does that?
Sidelined early yet again. We saw the Mongols break through with their first gun round on their T side. Vitality had a high hope of doing the exact same. And if you want to do it now, it's off this 4v5.
Even though Apex isn't the top fragger on the team, taking out the IGL, especially someone like Apex, such a big voice, calling from dead is so difficult. If there's someone you want to tilt, it's Apex.
Crazy? 100%. Dude, who does this type of moves in a major against the #1 team in the world? Wild. Still, welcome to the stream on TikTok.
As he could be the next IG on the team. He can be the second biggest voice. He didn't have the maturity or the experience, but he's gotten there now.
Make sure you guys follow on TikTok and subscribe on YouTube. Oh my lord.
Nothing comes from free at the moment.
No, these shots are filthy.
Right back to the top of Tiki, he'll go. They're going to try to slam their way through it. Over top of the staircase goes the bomb. Still just stuttering out. Senzu M4 right against the smoke. And there seems to be no open room.
That's it.
There seems to be
GG.
a solution at the moment.
There is no way. We are witnessing history right now on Counter-Strike. Witnessing history.
Going deep on B. MongolZ are playing to win.
It is active, confident moves. It is constant pressure. It is fearless Counter-Strike being weaponized against the world's #1.
11-5 for the MongolZ.
We saw Mao's embarrass Vitality on the second map of that semifinals, but we thought to ourselves that was the team who has the most reps against Vitality. The one that was slowly piecing together some kind of comfort zone. No comfort whatsoever. 910 hits another.
He doesn't miss
shots. And so this space dries up. He will do it all if he has to. As the others fall for him, no help is coming from Vitality.
What is going on, dude? No way. No way.
There is no resuscitating this map.
There's no way. What am I watching?
Posterized for map points. With history upon history on the line. you know who to call.
Double op setup comes up from the two players with 19 kills a pop.
Yo, ABC in the house. Welcome, bro. This is history. This is basically history right now. If they win this map,
it is a rare sight to beat Vitality in a map. It's another to embarrass them.
12-5, bro.
They rose through the floor today.
Look at Techno, how far away he pushed.
Those grins drain
their
faces. We're gonna get another pop up through connector. Is there any chance that Vitality make this a game? Is there any chance that they avoid total collapse in the face of the Mongols? Mirage their map pick, and you can see the confidence. You can feel the confidence. 9-10 yet again into that kill feed. Will he ever stop? Him and Senzu combining with the Ox yet again. Techno.
No way. No way. Oh my god. This just happened? Bro, is this real? Bro, is this real? This can't be real, right? This can't be real. No way. No way, bro. We witness history right now. Guys. Brother. We witness history today, guys. There's no way Vitality lost this badly. There's no way. I'm speechless. I don't even know. ABC, what's up, bro? I haven't seen you in a while. Yo, there's no way. W Mongols? Yeah, W in chat for Mongols, man. There's no way Mongols just won the first map with 13-5. There is no way. Like, am I seeing this correctly? Like, am I... And so fast! Dude, so fast. I can't believe this happened. My loadout. This is my loadout right here. Loadout, or you talking about my inventory? Bro, there is no way. I'm kind of shocked, bro. Easy win, lol. Bro, that looked way too easy. Oh, my play skins? Yeah, this is what I play with. I never played this gun anyway, and this is my loadout skins for. Cool gloves. I give them. I'm giving them away, by the way. This thing. Yeah, I can give away some Glocks too. Oh, I can give away 1, 2, 3 AKs. 1 to 3 AKs. Up. I don't have anything up. I don't care about this gun. I literally do not care about. I can give a Tech 9, 2 Tech 9 skins. I don't have Deagle skins though, it's fine. I have 5.7 skins. I have a. I can give these M4s away, I don't care. Honestly, I do not care about them. I'll give a M4 away. I have a USP. Yeah, at 6,000 subscribers, we're gonna give away. We're gonna give away. How do you call it? Alienware. Alienware. 180 hertz gaming monitor. Okay, let's not jump the gun yet. Let's not jump the gun yet. We are not. The Mongols did not win the. Let's just wait a little bit, because Raps and Flamesy and Zayu can still recover. Iggy, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. We're just chilling right now. Which one you want me to name? Which gun you want me to name it after you? Nancy. See if we witness a ace, you could run a random giveaway. If we witness a ace, you could run a random giveaway. I do random giveaways too. I do random giveaways as well. Well, let's ooh, man, this is gonna be 3 a.m. in the morning, bro. Imagine the last round, bro. The last round.
The Vitality make this a game. Is there
Watch
any
this.
chance that
Watch
they
this.
avoid total collapse in the face of the Mongols?
Watch this.
Mirage their map pick, and you can see the confidence. You can feel the confidence. 9-10 yet again into that kill feed. Will he?
Okay, watch this. Watch this. Who in a major final does this? Who's this guy? This guy is Techno, right? He goes all the way from B, all the way around in underpass. Right? Wait, let me do something really quick. Whoa. Let me do something really quick, guys. Wait, what? I hate when I have to do this. I have to have a... Okay. I don't know, don't pause it. The white... Got you. Okay, I need to write this thing in chat over here. How do you want me to call it, Nancy? How do you want me to call it? Random, yes, please. Okay, who in a major final against the #1 team in the world? So you can already see. Come on. He's over here. 9-10, their upper. It's already leaving B side. Two are looking this way on cat. Flamesy, I don't know where he's looking. This guy is in the smoke and he's waiting with a bump. Okay. How do you want me to call it? You do understand NA aim that this is against the #1 team in the world. Let me know how do you want me to call it, and I'll call it. I'll name the AK-47 after you. They didn't look like #1. Yeah, they did not look like a #1. %, they didn't look like a #1. Okay, look at this. He's going all around. He could have done a mistake to go all the way here. It could have probably been a mistake. Okay, let's see.
Is there any chance that they avoid total collapse in the face of the Mongols?
Blitz over here does something that I don't understand.
You can see the confidence. You can feel the confidence. 9-10 yet again into that kill feed. Will he?
Look at this.
Him and Senzu combining with the Ox yet again.
Boom. The greatest flank ever, man. Like, come on. Man, that's wild.
The backs turn to him, and the headshots follow through. No respect
Yeah. Vitality picked Dust2. Let's see how Dust2 plays. No, I agree with you, NAM. They should have been like so much better. Okay. Where's the major? Oh, do I have to exit again? They got Demolition Team MongolZ versus French Baguette. LOL. LOL. Are you laughing at your own jokes? Who's gonna win second map? Okay, they're back.
Tough prospect on a big stage.
I think a lot of us, we're questioning the logic behind this Dust2 pick, because we're talking about the openness of this map, the ability for it to get scrappy, it get very, very messy. Why do you think Vitality have gone with this, maybe instead of the more, I guess, presumed pick and tried and tested with Nuke?
Well, obviously Dust2 is a comfort pick for Vitality. It's a map that they played a lot. It's
second map, boys. Let's go.
Very active. He roam around a lot. He's the AWP player, and I've talked about many times that Dust2 can be the AWP's paradise. And obviously, we need to see ZywOo step into the superstar shoes that he has. So for Vitality to find themselves down in this grand final, that has been very unexpected. But obviously, that will also be a case where he needs the rest of his teams to step up. We need to have some more out of Flamesy. We need to see Robs be more activated on the lurks. And there's a lot of things that Vitality has to do better.
I think you're 100% correct. But for me, I put it all on ZywOo. He's the best player, and the difference of ZywOo in 2025 has been his willingness to be the guy, his willingness to step up and say, I'm not going to let my team lose this match, lose this map. That has to be the ZywOo we get in the server right now. He's got a humble 9-10.
Guys, second map, let's go.
But ZywOo can carry this team to a third map.
I think he undoubtedly can, but there's a hell of a lot of people cheering for the Mongols, not only in this arena, but all the way over in Mongolia. This is coming at you live from Ulaanbaatar, the capital city. 4 in the morning. Look how many people have shown up. That gives me chills, that gives me goosebumps.
This is absolutely madness. What a support they get from their home country, and also what a support they get from the crowd in here.
Yeah, I mean, why not? How can you not after that first map of play? That's been so exciting. That's the crazy thing. Watching them show up on a stage and not have any fear in the grand final. They beat all the questions we had for them in this run.
ZywOo?
And now in the major final, they're reaping the
You guys are mean, bro.
They're not afraid of the fights.
You guys are mean.
Of the names, and they're having fun dumpstering Vitality.
And they can feel it. You can see.
Yo, don't forget to.
Usually it's a team that doesn't show too many, but right now
don't forget to
everything inside the server.
Follow on TikTok. 34 people watching. Let's go.
Crazy.
I'm curious to see how the live odds have shifted now that the Mongols took that first map.
I want to see, yeah.
First time probably in history in this head-to-head. They're the favorites, but is that the reality?
No way.
Are we going to 3 maps, or do the Mongols take it in 2?
We're definitely going to a third.
I can't see a team like Vitality not letting this go to a third, not taking it to a third map.
Well, potentially the Mongols have an opportunity to make history here tonight, but it's
imagine a 2-0.
on Dust 2.
Imagine a 2-0.
Believe your eyes, Austin. This is indeed happening. One map in the Mongols' back pocket.
This could have been Astralis versus Ents or Berlin, or it could have been them versus Avangard, a match that's ended 2-0 to the favored team, but instead we got Mongols taking a map, already making history here. But Apex said it, after this whole long season of winning, nothing is without the best of three, the final, the grand final here at the Major. No career is complete without a Major. No Major is complete without a crowd. No crowd is complete without noise. So Austin, let's get loud!
Dust 2 is where they rebound if they're gonna put up any sort of fight. Vitality, folks, down a map, but the desk said it. When the favorites get hit that hard, sometimes they come back swift.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can, because there's no doubt in my mind that they feel like a shell of themselves after that ass whooping on Mirage. Rob sits
3K
down
for
in lower tunnels. He will wait, three players ahead of him. Those dual Berettas ready to roar, ready to get this game back under wraps.
2 kills for Robs.
And so Vitality will get a single man advantage, and the Mongols have a chance to redirect. But not for long. Flashbang off of Catwalk, well timed. Unfortunately, Flamesy unable to get the kill right there with it.
Yeah, they get the info, but it's only worth so much in this spot so early in the round. This duel will be the next most important. Oh, and I don't know if that's one-way street on the information, but you see, maybe it wasn't.
He's still looking. Oh my god, this is timing. This is timing.
Oh, missed him on the pull. He could not see him.
Turns and shoots him in the back of the head, so we go 4 versus 2. Much needed pistol here, just for the spirit of Team Vitality to come alive on this second map. Because Mirage was miraculous. Not just a win for the Mongols, but a total shutdown of the world #1. But don't you remember
2-1 Vita, I call it. What do you guys think? Is going to be 2-1 for Vitality?
Converted for 3 rounds, and then the Horde came running at them for the next 13.
That's right, and that's even scarier when, you think about the scoreline. It was so much propped up for Vitality's side, even by that pistol and their conversions. So they know they've got a lot of work to do, and it's the kind of game where, you wish you could hear what Apex said to his team, because that's when he gets the most fired up.
I would pay for that pep talk.
Yeah. And we've also seen him be very gracious to his teammates in their dark moments recently, only adding to their resilience, I'm sure.
Easy for Vitality, I'm telling you guys right now.
I call it. Remembered as one of the greatest in-game leaders of all time, then you need to be a leader of men. You need to know the human psyche and how to pull players out of those dark pits of disappointment and self-doubt. Made easy versus pistols. We saw Vitality confidently taking these sorts of fights at the beginning of Mirage. They will do the exact same. We walked the same road as we did at the start of map 1.
My man looks scared to celebrate.
Yes, it's clean in it. There's no plant on this round like we saw last time. Money's going to come in a little bit slower. We've seen some heaters from the Mongols on Dust 2, but no one's testing the map pool of Vitality in general. This is a series that's destined to go 3 maps, I'd say.
My man looks scared to celebrate, bro.
That's a bold claim.
It can all change with a little change of scenery. Vitality will call that one a warm-up and move on.
Okay.
Let's see if Mongols can give them an early shock here.
Nothing for Mezzi on the spam. They're already all climbed up. Everybody for the Mongol squad prepped and poised to hit this site. And off a few pieces of utility, they're ready to roll. So Apex with a FAMAS and a well-placed grenade. That is a good amount of damage across the board. Another piece of utility hits the perfect point of that pack. And now Flamesy lost his teammates within that site. Somehow 910 connects to the headshot. Flamesy closing this distance. Wild move for him to get into the action off of the flash. It takes down the front runners. Chance of the recovery, but again, it's this early damage that GG against them. And so Vitality will successfully shut down that first gun round.
Yeah, that was excellent from every perspective. All the utility, all the peaks, all the teammates rotating in. Great use of the HEs here. And sometimes the Mongols, HSP is so good. You get them low, it doesn't matter. You still have to finish off the frags. Well, here they do it.
Look at that
cash. Specifically for a cat take. That is game planning.
Welcome to the OPP. Welcome to the TikTok stream.
From that smoke.
3 grenades on the ramp, not ones in CT spawn, to be used slowly.
Half buy in response, sent to scout.
That looks like a slight risk. Normally we see the cache of utility in CT spawn.
Sure.
But what did we see from the Mongols last game? They took lots of slight risks. They took lots of...
Call it GG.
They took fights on their own terms. That's what won them the map.
You think so? It's GG already?
Telling themselves for this game.
Throughout the different stages of this major, we have seen the Mongols and Senzu with that scout on this map pull off crazy mid kills. Fun Vitality, I'm not trying to sign up for that fight. There is not a whole world of tools to work with for the Mongols.
Oh, man. Imagine how many people they start betting against Vitality right now. After the first...
They meet smoke towards tunnels at 50 seconds.
Into professional hybrid here on the scout.
Yeah, it's a team that taps into that double op when they can. More than most nowadays.
Absolutely.
Senzu scout notorious.
Might be the only team that does it with their star rifler, though.
Sure.
That's something a little different.
Ooh. Robs will get there in the end, but as he goes for the reload, it would make sense for them to pop and pounce right here, right now. Bit of a contest towards the door, held back by the mid support. Rocks back flat, all's good.
Crushing.
For Vitality. This one, no point of entry.
Stay focused, stay alert, Mongols. This will not be easy.
These guys are everywhere, man.
Challenge, this Goliath that is Vitality, if you already had at least some sort of trophy case to go for. But how many teams do we see step to the brink of victory only to crumble before they can take that most important final step?
It almost always happens, absolutely. Rare moments, sometimes in America it happens in history. And we treasure those moments because they are so rare.
4-0 already.
But rare for a good reason.
It's happening, guys. It's happening.
On the Mongols' back, all series long.
I'm saying it's happening like, oh my god.
Apex keeping it mobile. Mongols leaning back.
Blitz 0 kills. Techno 0 kills. They only have 3
focused, though, like knowing
in 4 rounds. Oh my god.
This is a great tactic. Tail end of the smoke.
He's going to put one down right in front of him. Try to change up the spot.
They only have 3 kills in 4 rounds. The whole team.
Open to reveal the plans.
A wealth of grenades on the other side of this, but the Mongols aren't chucking them out just yet, and MongolZ leaning away from that climb up as Mongols go over top. So it's positioning for them, but don't forget, Bomb still sits outside.
Mongols silver NA?
Suddenly become a
I don't know if they're silver, but...
And it feels like Vitality's willingness to continue to press themselves up against this underdog has to be their flex. So we see the challenge. We get a glimpse of ZywOo signing up for fights, but nobody's home behind that smoke, so he'll sit back on the angle.
This duo right here, Robs and MongolZ working together to stop this split. They've got to call for some help.
Here it is, double molly. Great shots from Techno. Tough job for MongolZ. And so he'll shut down the mid play, but total mid control goes over to the Mongols. They are comfortable inside of that B site. 5 rounds into play on Dust 2. And the Mongols look to secure their first. But if 910 goes down here, and he will to Apex, coming at this from the CT spawn, knowing damn well that Techno's still in tunnels, they can take the test to the bomb site in a flurry. This is Vitality trying to play in a flash, working it up, moving quickly, and killing the support away from Senzu.
It must be him.
No multi-frag this time. 5-0 straight from the favorite.
Oh, lots of good damage. Didn't find the clip off. MongolZ coming in from long was a thing that caught 910 off guard. His teammate nearly could have died rotating in from fast cat. But we see the opening kill tactic here for Vitality. This is good active defense. This is them playing to win, absolutely. And they had a hard time holding onto the site. But they made sure they didn't even really have to get into a retake situation. As soon as that bomb got planted, they were already there ready to fight. Mongols absolutely know how close they were. They got a breakthrough round last game to get them started. That's what they're looking for here. That's what they did versus Pain as well.
Exactly, almost damn near identical.
Yeah, they know how to create momentum. One timeout will get used.
You still have to be able to find that breakout moment. That one came close.
Team Vitality not going to get pushed over. Flamesy, 7 kills yet to die.
There we go. That's the kind of start the Vitality squad need. Across the board as well, there's already been this affinity for the B site, so MongolZ and Rops will continue to have their hands busy. Gonna take this chance blitz.
Really?
MongolZ has other ideas.
Full eyes
now all
on
of a
it
sudden,
early.
they're looking for a fast reaction. Rops lines him up, a ton of damage, and support comes over quick. Senzu gonna take a lick at it though. It's both players still with low health, and Rops has got this one box to work with. All he needs.
Oh, like a machine.
Cover, piece of
13-0, bro.
4 kills.
A frame before death on that last spray. Perfect hold by Rops. And this was watching Smokes game plan here, holding on to middle, making sure Blitz can't come out. We saw him do that versus MongolZ. Deep into overtime, running out mid on a certain timing, looking for his duel. Vitality will not get caught off guard.
You know, one round ago, Rops did sort of get caught by exactly that. Player emerges, he goes down empty-handed. And if not for the retake, that was the breakout. But 6 rounds in a row for Vitality, and the Mongols are gonna have to stomach this reality.
It's gonna be a 13-0.
Sure, phenomenal map 1.
It's actually a little awkward. Molly comes out, 3 players intent on taking long control. Now, like moths to a flame, a little preoccupied with the idea that the push might come through. It's created the effect they're looking for.
Slightly off angle from Rops, gonna catch them off guard. Good damage off the Tech 9.
Just MongolZ.
Still no smoke for the doorway though, so MongolZ's vision good enough to duel.
Oh, okay.
They get a dink on him as well.
Okay.
It's a perfectly timed play on a blitz. Oh, with the low health, he gets the player in the backdrop. That is a gift from Blitz.
How are you going to approach this? Saiwu goes to the AK.
9-10 playing with a Tech 9. And they're worried about somebody trying to test the extremities. Bomb's ticking though. And with both players on the kit, we've got that smoke grenade still for Saiwu. Molotov does not stop them from climbing through this window. Flamesy's gonna try to limit test, but as he does, he gets bested.
Yeah, he found it.
And that is Vitality turned away. 7 rounds into regulation, and your Mongols have broken through.
Finally.
There's Blitz playing a little chess. That one Molly took so much damage to throw on long. Kept the 3 long setup preoccupied for just long enough. MongolZ coming out of the B doors to watch mid. They isolated Rops. Not an easy guy to kill, whether he's alone or not, and they got him with him only taking 1 frag. One simple tap.
13-11.
I mean, that's the definition of a Tech 9 drive-by.
And he remains unconditioned.
Sure.
Last couple times they try to fight in the middle, Vitality have done a great job of breaking that smoke open, waiting for him to walk through. But they look unfazed. Still, just a drop in the bucket.
The comeback is real, bro.
Here, Mohan.
Yeah,
Bro,
we got
wait.
the RAWPZ Rops.
Thoughts on that?
One of the hybrids on Dust 2's gotten an ace that I remember with this gun.
Ooh, wall bang damage though.
Man, nobody saw anything. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Instant trade. Great shot on Senzu.
Talk about playing with danger. You've got Saiwu low, but at least 9-10's also sitting on a quarter.
2 hybrids down. Interesting. We'll see if it was worthwhile.
Let's let the experts work.
The comeback is real.
Saiwu versus 9-10.
I don't know. I don't think.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think so.
The risks that's being taken. We're talking major grand final here. The amount of smokes that are being walked through. The CTs think they can have a moment to themselves where they'll get some respect.
Not only do you have that walkout on long, but you've also got Techno into this same position that Blitz unraveled it all from, but Saiwu doesn't like just sitting back. Thing is, he took damage there. 27 additional damage done. He survives that barely. Puts a smoke down in front of his counterpart who carries that bomb. And we've seen them test smokes. They're looking to try it yet again. Flamesy sliding forward into the elbow lineup. It's right there for him. Sitting ducks. And so now as he jumps into the cover, his 10-1 score dropped to 2. Mzinho 1v3 into the op. Will he find him crouched?
Oh, no way.
Headshot to the player in the back.
Oh.
One locked down close. 1-1.
Inches away from landing that flick and putting it 2 rounds in a row together. The least likely op to see.
Man, we are playing confident Counter-Strike.
Yes.
Both from the Mongols, on the walk, out long, out mid, but also these moves from ZywOo. That deep commitment out of FlameZ. Apex just crawling in the dirt through that CT spawn.
Nice try, Mr. MongolZ. Yeah.
Remain aggressive. The Mongols trying to continue to play with this tempo. It is pace on Flames to fall back away from the corner. He will get out, but not unscathed. Again, early map positioning for the Mongols.
If they get 2 or 3 more,
They want to play expensive CS here.
2 or 3 more
In for
rounds is gonna be
vitality.
fine for the Mongols.
The ops can be very impressive. You have to be careful because they can't have that same impact if it comes to a retake. These early round situations are so important. But as we've seen, the Mongols are walking out on a lot of angles. That's the perfect recipe to find your off frags. Oh, that's a bad gap. Oh, on 9-10. That flashbang made him click.
He's hitting that every day of the week.
They go fishing for that, and this is where it gets a little scary for Vitality. Holding on to sides, going in for retakes now with 2 ops, this gun can become a liability.
But again, right, we get this proactive
They pulled
move.
the goalie. It's the right call.
They get out. Turning is Robs just in time to catch it. They've got a nade out, but MongolZ goes for the cross. And so they're going to leave this open line for Robs. And with the teammates' flash going inwards, Robs is not going to find anything more than the 2, but it's a fast move from MongolZ behind them. They are getting pushed into this bomb site. It is the Mongols corralled, this herd with their backs turned, dealt with swiftly. Senzu's response, but he's going to find the fire in front of him, and so he's got a hold. Nade takes him down to 10, and now he looks for MongolZ.
No way, bro.
With the AWP. He makes history here for the Mongols.
Sig Delore, yeah.
You show him a shoulder and he will take your soul. Scout and pistols for Vitality. This game just opened up for the T side.
If Raps is here, I'm afraid, bro. He's good in these situations.
The wallets are empty.
They need the X factor. They need that special side.
Okay, one. Okay.
With Rops. Senzu looking to yet again get in with impact. His support comes up from top mid.
Oh, they take him out.
With a shot that rocks Mongols for at least a moment. And in that moment, FlameZ's got his hands onto the AK-47. There are tools to be grabbed here for Vitality.
Okay, Flames.
Off of 910 recovers it. That deep angle through the staircase of the tunnels. Only his 4th kill of this map.
For a brief moment, they had info on all.
We're just one tap. We're just one tap.
Now, I don't know if this will be heard. MongolZ, will he walk it to his grave?
Oh!
Right when you need him. ZywOo collects a second. And with it, a gun. Recovery mission in full effect here in round 10 of the half. Still a ton of utility for 910 to get them out of here. His kill in lower tunnels is why this one's still alive. Blitz finds timing on Apex. His counterpart bested. We go back 2v2.
A left turn. Blitz comes back. Senzu here to try to catch ZywOo.
No!
In his favor. Now it's got to be the 1-on-2.
At the very least, Blitz will play with Bomb. And at the very least, he has them separated, but that clock ticks against him quickly.
Oh no.
This man has digged
13
into
HP.
Mongolia to find
That's it.
talent to step up to the biggest stages.
He doesn't win
And
this
it's
one,
time
bro.
for him to shine. But with MongolZ on that back of the site, his hands are busy. All MongolZ's got to do is stop this plant. He'll step forward and do it, and that is the X factor needed. That is what ZywOo does.
Absolutely. Perfect timing. It's never flashy with the guy who's there just in time, every time.
You just said it best. Every time this round started to go back to the Mongols, ZywOo made another move to try to win this round. First, stepping up off the connector. Secondly, over towards long doors. And then finding that free kill with shadow advantage inside of it. The Mongols spiral back to the half-buy.
Let's try to alley-oop 910. Going into lower tunnels, trying to pull that lung rotation.
Why so many back and forths? I don't know. I mean,
Round like that sprinkled in for the Mirage victory of the Mongols. Now they get a taste of their own
8-2.
medicine. Sounds like Ulaanbaatar in here.
Better hear some damn horses.
No, sorry, just one goat. And he's playing much better this time around. 10-4
Yeah.
Zaiwu at the moment.
Yeah, you had to, really contextualize a lot of rounds to give him credit in that last game. Good kills here and there, openers that Vitality needed, but ultimately, what was the score at the top? Abysmal.
Damn, this utility is just so well timed. Suffocating in a way, but
That's a miss.
Pistol will drop down into the CT spawn. This makes things curious.
Oh!
Gets turned on. Zaiwu does it right back. But in doing so, he's given up a chance for the push out from the catwalk, and plus now long control over for the Mongols. This is Zaiwu attack from
No way.
That's how you've got to best him. Together, they pinch on long. And so with lesser weapons, the Mongols put that bomb down in a curious position here because it's a lot of money on the line for Vitality. They could take a chance at this retake. Mezzi's gonna get flashed through that smoke, and he'll get the one up close. How about the second in the background? Tries to chase him down, Rops will clean it up. And so we go clutch to clutch yet again. This is where Techno does his best. Missed op shot means Rops has an open door, closes in on that distance to the bomb, which is not planted.
Oh! I can't believe it.
When he needs it.
Get everybody on this team up.
The turnaround, man.
Filthy shot.
Oh!
And a filthy response out of Zaiwu, but ultimately, look how overstressed his position was there on Carr. That split came in. And he can only spin around so many times. Oh, great find here.
Oh, well. 9-3.
Great move. It's a 2-ops.
9-3.
And Mzinho has one.
In contrast, very little for Vitality, but they'll put it all on the line.
He actually just hot swapped. This push.
Opens the door for Apex to push, but all close proximity. Zaiwu's back out, smoke down in front of him. You want it? Techno will take him. But what they don't know about is Apex, and so he'll drop that bomb with the off top mid, and then Nazi's into the action. Now
that was fast.
9-3 on the half for Vitality.
That was fast. 9-3. Ah. Dupree, it's Danzo? This guy doesn't look happy. Made the jump turn.
It's time to say goodbye. When I first got to play Counter-Strike, I never imagined that we could gather so many people, and so many people follow these esports. And at that time, my only goal was just to make a name for myself, and I wanted to go out there and just if I could just win one major, that would be the goal for me, and that would be an achievement in itself. And today I stand with 5 titles. And I think that the only rightful way to do and say that this is the end of my career as a professional player is to do it at the biggest stage and in front of all of you, and just before someone's gonna try and take the next trophy.
Dupree, you can see just how much.
Big respect for Dupree, man. He has 5 majors. He won 5 majors, man. This guy, it's. But back in the day, the Counter-Strike was CS:GO, and it was different. And damn, how young Device looked, man. Huh. Memories, you know.
Tell me all about this. Why are you cheering for the Mongols? What are they going to do right now?
Okay, so pretty much the Mongols are just like Cloud9 in 2018, and Vitality are pretty much like FaZe Clan. They're the U Giants. They're the best team in the world. They're a super team. The Mongols, they're a top 5 team, but they haven't won much all year. The Mongols got to take down Vitality. They got to win. It's so similar. Vitality are going down. The Mongols are winning this major.
You heard it here first. Mongols USA says Mongols will win this major. Let's go! Yeah!
Lol.
Feels like we're looking for something miraculous here in Austin.
9-3.
Temperature check. How do you guys enjoy this grand final so far? Remember, every step of the way, we could be standing on the brink of history.
I see the red thread between Mongolians and Cowboys.
Okay.
It's horses.
I got you.
There we go.
What?
Got to wrangle this goat in ZywOo first because he has found his
Mongols and
impact throughout that
Cowboys.
first half. We saw them getting into the nitty-gritty, those half-buy rounds. But here it goes. Mongols CT side feels like Goliath is getting back up in this series.
Yeah, we got now more of the same from their previous series. Some good competitive rounds, but an overall dominant scoreline for Vitality.
Lol.
Hopefully Mongols talk shop about.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's see what's going on over here.
And they played this team enough times. They knew it was going to be this difficult.
That's a tough amount
Baiting.
of damage for Senzu to have to deal with. Little jump through blitz. Good on him for still dropping a player with him. It's tough to recover that one, but he will smoke down into the CT spawn, and the Mongols will rebuttal with one of their own on the door. Techno puts those Berettas right down beneath the window. If the tunnels player gets out, that's one thing. But that's
No way.
supposed to belong to the
What? How?
Instead, Vitality just come raining through the window.
Bro, if I do that,
Still down towards CT spawn, it feels like it's a long road for Mongols to get into this site.
No, absolutely.
wild, man.
Got nothing here to work with.
Crazy
starting
stuff
to peel
going
back.
on here.
It's a proper attack here from Vitality. You can see they crack open the middle of the map. Yes, it cost them a player, but once they get that smoke down for mid B, the rest of their utility gets them into the site easily. Might be a quiet death here for Mongols on Dust 2 if they've got nothing more to give.
No, it can't be any more quiet than Vitality going out of Mirage.
Yeah, you don't pull out you don't pull out victories like this without winning at least one of the pistols.
God damn, Austin. Would you look at this? Walk up close. Good hustle through the doorway. Just good team play from Vitality. They're spacing here. You can see in the highlights all these kills ready to be traded out. FlamesZ was in bottom middle. Even if those Berettas started to get crazy, it's these deep lunges from the T side that really made things awkward for Mongols. Double scout buy between Blitz and 910. Curious that it's not in Senzu's hands, but Blitz is looking confident the way he takes this towards top middle.
We might see Inferno.
Suicide though is going to make him play a bit more timid. Back towards the doorway. Him and 910.
I would love to see Inferno, but I'm afraid that what's his name?
Finding chances to get these openers.
Vitality is going to win again.
Anybody peeking him. Vitality bleeding seconds off the clock that they can afford to lose.
Hope they hear two ops, the two scouts.
Here from Vitality in terms of exactly how quickly they're coming in. No resistance. The later the round goes, the harder it is for the CTs to find these opening kills. This is what a perfect anti-eco looks like.
Well, the Blitz is here with flashbangs, and MongolZ, if he finds a bunch of bodies blind, maybe he tears through this cat hit. And there it is, perfect flash and a bunch of damage. ZywOo is going to be sitting on 30. Rox looks towards the reaction out middle. You can see the Mongols a bit flustered, trying to come and help their captain. Rox cutting them down to size one by one. But the Desert Eagle finds its answer. And Senzu would love to get his hands on a better gun. Blitz, Scout, connects. ZywOo bested and more damage done. It's 2 health remaining here for MongolZ. And as Vitality try to push up against this site, here comes Senzu from the back line.
We got one.
Connects it through the smoke.
2 HP.
And if only he had a frag.
MongolZ has the bomb, but he doesn't have time to get to the other side. He's got to plant. Senzu, will he be able to cut him off the pass?
No, he doesn't try to stop it. MongolZ hands busy. If only he had some way to do damage without giving MongolZ the chance. The one golden shot's what MongolZ needs. He swings.
Oh my god, bro.
He planted long plant, push towards Cat. I can't believe he took that move.
That's wild.
Oh, what could have been with this one.
Wow.
MongolZ finds a stack of blind bodies.
Such a good read, right? He thinks Senzu, as he is going to try to bait out some information over the top of a box. He plays like he has 100 HP. It works to his favor.
Okay.
Yes, keep it
You are,
going,
guys,
boys.
you are amazing. You are a fucking amazing team. I love you guys, for real. I love being in this team. Thanks for that, guys. I swear, thanks for that. The best team of my career so far, so let's fucking go. Let's win a fucking major together and start by now. Let's go, boys.
Let's fucking go, boys.
That's not the hater I remember coming out of the stage.
No. He may not like you guys, but he sure as hell loves his teammates. And like I said, leader of men. To get everybody rallied after a deflating loss. No easy ask of a man who plays against the world tonight. Scout shots connect through middle. He doesn't need to see you, he can sense you. I mean, ZywOo's giving you some shots, those tracers, what Senzu's looking to lock in on. It's a magazine, a scout down, and half of ZywOo gone. But it's gonna have to be 4 spies for the Mongols.
11. 11-3, yeah, no.
Ooh! That's a headshot. Not able to snap it down to the player in the doorway.
Okay.
Have a teammate to work with. MongolZ able to get the better of the scout in the background, but again,
they're so low.
It just keeps racking up. And so this fast-moving MP9.
Oh.
Stuck out mid. Does he get this kill?
Oh, yes, he does. Full recovery from Vitality. Another situation, just like MongolZ in the last round. ZywOo, 2 health. Catches the player getting a little rambunctious. Mongols thinking that they've got Vitality sinking in 15.
They can counter a spot, just walk in out of mid. They're trying to look for him. 9-10 trying to think ahead.
Bomb's already gone. Rox has that full health, and so 9 rounds to go. Mongols want to force OT. It is a huge mountain to climb.
Inferno incoming, yeah.
That's a great try. Senzu fought hard just to keep info on mid on this eco, but it's so well played here for Vitality. You can push them, you can test them, but they don't get scared. That's what MongolZ proved in that last 1v1. That's what they proved here on this anti-eco. You're not dreaming, kid. You are in a major final.
He does it again. ZywOo down low, off the bat, trying to work his way down middle. Scoops up bomb as MongolZ waits for some kind of a movement over on long. Senzu in these last couple rounds has been more than happy to just take chances.
And that's really unfortunate for the Mongols.
Come back to cost Vitality, but they don't seem too intimidated about taking up the space regardless. Blitz has found a nice little pocket of comfort here behind the stairs. Gets into Apex, and now Flamesy's low as well. So the Mongols, again, working with less, or at the very least getting in their damage.
Easiest time to win this.
Not the way I thought it'll go. After the first map, yeah. Oh, never mind. Okay.
No kill once again.
Just get all the damage in, but the kills are so elusive. Blitz finally able to collect one frag over top of ZywOo. He has done a great job of thrusting his team to the top of the board. Him, Rox, and Mezzy, all 17 kills apiece. But the long flank gets caught out again. MZinho is bested in a critical duel that'll give man advantage back over to Vitality. Can't forget about that early damage, though. Could damn well be the reason Mongols try to extend play here on Dust 2.
Looking for one more aggressive move. They bought some time on the clock. Famas gets a frag, no refrag, however. And they cheat over to the site. That
Epic gaming moment. Vitality going to win this, I believe. But third map Inferno is gonna be crazy.
Raw duel, head to head.
And here it is, Apex versus Blitz.
All right. Apex has got the health to work with. Blitz is gonna get mollied out of this position, but he will hit that headshot, burnt to a crisp. The kills, the right here for the taking. Whoa! A wall bang that could have been, but we go one step closer to overtime. The first step of a massive ask. I hate even saying the word out loud.
I mean, especially versus Vitality, who's ever made that comeback so far. Ooh.
I'm at a loss.
Was that Crosshair, bro?
12 or even more used to getting 13 first. Good try in the end. They keep it really expensive here for the Mongols. But they themselves clearly suffered some losses. It tagged both ways. Techno and ZywOo down half.
Looking like a bit of a fixation on Long. You could get the wool pulled over MZinho's eyes. When he's gotten active through that doorway, it's been at the Mongols' cost. But look at this move towards top middle. We got bodies here for the Mongols trying to catch Vitality off guard. Looking to fight fire with fire.
Get that damage off of the scout. No tag back either. Oh, wow. I can't believe it, man. Blitz is just so comfortable moving into all of these spots.
Again,
MongolZ, what are you doing?
Under the bus. But this long fight is going the way of Vitality all too often. Minute 10. And they've got an open road.
Blitz secured incredible information. Now there is Wops that's just waiting outside to come back in for the re-aggression. The T's, however, are going back. This might be so smart.
Yeah, I mean, going all the way. Ooh, and the Moody center falls silent because the end of the Mongols feels near. ZywOo is going to serve up a great distraction over towards Long. You see this
by himself, dude.
3/4 of the Mongols. And ZywOo stops rattling those shots off, but Vitality still taking their time, silently getting up into the tunnels. The Mongols have no idea. This is going to be a B-site retake, whether the Mongols know it or not.
No, they get the info. Blitz makes the call, I think, executive decision here. No one's exiting the back of Long, and they took too long to actually get into the site. They're going to get met in the door.
All right, little hesitation. Battle's here to be had. Senzu hits the headshot. There's the recovery. A slight hesitation from Vitality.
Okay, GG.
Chance back over, but you've allowed ZywOo to attack the flank, and you have allowed the best team in the world to rebuttal. This was always going to be a challenge for the Mongols, and they set a hell of a precedent. But in a major grand finals, we will go the distance. Inferno up next.
They leave it all on the line. And they put together one of their more classic score lines versus a team they played a lot. Lots of single-digit losses to the Mongols.
I think it's a GG, if I'm being honest. Oh wait, actually I want to check something. Yeah, I think it's a GG if I'm being honest with you guys. On I'm just hoping the Mongols are coming back on the third map way better. Okay. Oh, they will believe me? I hope so. I hope so. It's gonna be entertaining, you know. I wanna see something. I don't like to change my crosshair often, like Mr. Scotty. $2,000. Damn. Nah, I'll stick with my crosshair. Let's play a game of Wingman, you know. And if Inferno it is anyway, so. Hope Mongols wake up. I hope so too, man. But again, it's really hard against a team like Vitality. Don't get me wrong. Like it's extremely hard, like for a team to like play against Vitality. They're way too good. It would be Rob's first major ever won, bro. Wait, what? There's no way. Rob's won with the FaZe. Yeah. Rob's won with FaZe. Yeah. Who didn't win a major in Vitality? Flamesy and Mezzy? Flimsy and Maisie, I think. I was like, no, there's no way, like. Damn.
Let's move out.
Frozen Rats, Rock with HDOT. Easy.
Right, lads. We're on. Laying down smoke.
One's truck ready.
Hit him once. Oh, I didn't hit. Oh, I hit him once, yeah. Wait, what? How was he in pit already?
He ran lane.
Lol.
Move it, son. Throwing fire. Throwing smoke. Throwing a grenade.
Bambi's here.
Give me back, well.
Counter-terrorists win. Oh, it's a piece of cake, so it is.
Oh, they saved. They saved. Giving away these gloves, guys.
Let's go. Incendiary out.
Bomb long.
Grenade out. Flashbang.
Oh, let's go.
You're a champion.
Thank you guys for the support on TikTok, also on YouTube.
Let's give it to them, boys. Smoke.
No bomb yet. Oh, let's go, bro.
Right on. Let's go, fellas. Throwing fire. Smoke.
Could be in your smoke again. One's an apps. App.
Oh.
Incendiary out.
Yeah, mini pit.
Grenade out. Grenade. Throwing flashbang.
Pit.
Counter-terrorists win. Now we're really laying into them.
Damn, they have skins, bro. Drop the AK.
Move it. Throwing fire. Throwing smoke.
One's up lane already. Both up lane.
Oh. NT. Ah. I reacted a bit too slow at what you said.
For Queen and Country, man. Throwing fire. Grenade. Laying down smoke.
Wow. They're both like mid. Could go lane.
Terrorists win.
How do I hit first bullet and then I'm fucking whiffing?
Remove any doubts in your head. It's us or them.
You got bomb coming.
Oh yeah.
Deploying flashbang.
What chops?
Incendiary out.
Counter-terrorist.
Nice.
There you go.
Let's finish this one quick. Go back, watch the major, guys.
Make them regret this day.
Okay.
This is all fight.
This side behind the box. Let's go. Well,
Let's go.
1 HP arch. I only saw one. This guy's 1 HP. I think you heard him sight. Nade off this box, you probably kill him.
Grenade out.
Nice. Wait, they bought the last round. Oh, he's so hurt.
One on the right side as well. You can nade the left guy. Left guy's back to sight. Last guy's on sight.
Yeah, I heard him. That guy is super hurt. At least he should be. What? What? That was wild, bro. What? That was wild. That was wild. That looked like cheating, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh! The stream is back. The stream is back, people. Wow. I literally hurt my arm.
In a great position.
Oh, that's funny.
I've met Fletcher here, and he bought a Mongol shirt on day one of the major. But America's fallen in love with this team. Why do you love them so much?
Because Texas is all about cowboys and all the horses are coming from Mongolia. We love Mongols. Let's go Mongols!
Let's go Mongols!
There is absolutely no denying who the crowd are rooting for in this one. But either way, we do fall to that third and final decider. It is going to be Inferno to decide who is going to be.
Guys, 5,000 likes on TikTok. That's
Tell me a story
crazy.
about the Mongols on this particular map, Jacob. Why could they maybe be taking down the favorite?
Well, I think the story is more about vitality, to be completely honest. I think the Mongols have a realistic shot actually at winning the major. Jason said perhaps a 50-50. I'm inclined to agree in the sense that anything can happen now. For Vitality, coming into the tournament, in 2025, they had played Inferno 19 times, and they won 18 of those matches, which in itself is crazy. By far the best team in the world on Inferno. At the major so far, Maui, they played it twice, and they lost both times. So they're 2 for 2 in losses. Furthermore, they played 33 rounds on Inferno in this tournament, and they only won 7. They got smacked yesterday versus Mouse. They got smacked versus Legacy. Now, is that something to go off by? Then the Mongols definitely have a chance. But as he said, Jason, he said something smart. Doesn't happen often. It's a major. It's map 3. Anything can happen.
I still got to give the favorites to Vitality in this one. I can't mince words in that regard. But I'm glad that we got a little bit from Apex, motivating his troops. But I feel like right now, a lot of this actually comes down to his individual play. We know they're starting on CT side, and as Apex, continues to etch his name into the Mount, or his face that is, into the Mount Rushmore of in-game leaders, he's going to actually have to do a lot of the fragging because, you know, Senzu, he loves running up banana, he loves trying to take it from him, so he's going to have to fight back, Apex.
We sound like a broken record every time we talk about Inferno, but the amount of fights that are going to be going down in that banana position, what's the story for
Wild
on the other side of it if they're going to be, you know, trying to break through that Vitality defense to start?
Well, I want to make the comparison to when Legacy beat Vitality on Inferno. I think the Mongols can play the same brand of Counter-Strike, which is ultra aggressive early on. You speak about Banana, you speak about Apex. I think he's going to have his hands full in the beginning of the game.
Who's going to win?
Contest that area of the map, and I think they'll do it in an aggressive way. They're not going to sit back and T-spawn for 30 seconds or for 60 seconds waiting for the fights coming to them. They have to play Counter-Strike the way they did on map 1, where they take the fight to Vitality, and we have seen Apex, we have seen Vitality struggle on Inferno when that's the case.
Oh yeah, and I mean, Sensu's the guy that's going to be right there up against him, and I feel like Sensu's got to do this for a few reasons. One, he's got to do it for Mongolia. Two,
best of 2? No, it's best of 1 right now.
Much faith in him. And third, he actually just has to pay his debt to Ben 10.
There's so many people behind the Mongols, rooting behind the Mongols, that is obviously a crowd favorite, undisputed in here. But did you guys see the pictures of the fan viewing over Ulaanbaatar? That is insane. Imagine you're the Mongols in this moment, knowing a weight of a nation on your shoulders. Is that going to be too much for them to handle as we move into map 3?
I hope they haven't seen the pictures, to be completely honest, because that could be a little bit added pressure on top of what already is a lot of pressure playing in a major grand final. It's 6 a.m. in Mongolia. I hope they're listening in to us right now. You see some of the pictures right here on the screen as well. It is absolutely crazy. Imagine being awake at 6 a.m. to support your favorite Counter-Strike team in your home country. Sincerely, I hope they haven't seen the pictures, Mario, because that would add a little pressure to me.
I mean, no matter how you shape it, that looks like a rave, but it's just techno on the screens instead of techno in their ears. It's unbelievable what the Mongolian sport looks like. And I know that America does love Mongols too, and I love that they're giving so much energy to them, but I just hope that they're not out of gas.
There's absolutely no way is there.
This is insane.
Shit.
This is absolutely insane. But when we talk about pressure, we do obviously have to be looking at the side of Vitality. Heavy favorites to come into this. We were talking about it all season long. 6 trophies. Is it for naught if they can't lift this one here today?
It's not for nothing, but obviously it would be a huge sting for Vitality if they were to fail to win this major. They are the heavy favorites. You look at the odds as well. Obviously, they are supposed to win this one. Now I want to put one player on the spot.
Mongols hope Barvita wins. Gotcha.
I think he needs to step it up right here. He's been doing well so far, but to have a Crumtamp who's going to do well in that position to lock it down, that has to be message to begin with.
It all falls down to Inferno. One final.
Guys, we are just chilling right now.
To see who will be hoisting the trophy.
Moody Center, from Boston to Austin, 7 long years. And what if we got map 3 Inferno with an underdog on the server? You can't write a story better than this.
We've been here before. Austin, I want to just keep it real for a second. Tomorrow morning, all of us wake up and everything you've seen in the last 3 weeks is nothing but a memory. This is your chance to embody Counter-Strike yet again while everybody at home and all of the Mongolians in their country cheer on. So I want you to give it your fucking all. I want you loud. I want you proud. I want to fucking hear you roar. Because this is Counter-Strike.
They start on the...
Had to take an ear cup off just to appreciate that. Thank you so much, Moody. Let's get into it. Make no mistake, Vitality have been hit hard on this map. They've lost twice so far at this major. They have not won Inferno so far.
That's a different boost.
Between them, they got 7 rounds, the scariest part.
That's a different boost.
1 poor CT side, 1 poor T side. There's no consistency right now at this event for Vitality on this map.
Which is just so bewildering to say about the team that has been the embodiment of consistency throughout the first half of 2025. How is it that Inferno remains so elusive?
Oh, Blitz!
The most important event of the season.
Oh, the guy with all the utility just popped up, took out Mezzi, and pushed the other CT back. Rop's looking for his way back in, but he's letting them go.
Come on. Oh.
Oh, there's Senzu down. That's a nice find.
Give me more of that. Mzinho kind of stuck into this corner.
But he can just hold him back. He knows his power right now. Let's see how they fight this.
Nice.
Bullet between the eyes.
You guys gotta go.
Apex playing retake. Good spot here for the Mongols. Lost 2 pistols last time. Will they make up for it?
This B-site needs some improvement. This map needs some improvement. As far as Vitality's camp's concerned, we've got one kit here for Rops for the retake. You've got an incendiary and you've got a smoke grenade. Small pieces of a big puzzle with massive ramifications. Early momentum is what Vitality need to weaponize. And right now they want to get this retake going.
missed the molly because the flash.
910's going to try to swing out from the pool. He's got Techno to work with. 2 kills from the back of the site. Flames, he's got the answer with a couple of his own. And this player up close is not going down.
Oh!
Another one in hand, denied. But there's no time for this. Apex has got to run. He grabs the kit back up.
Wow.
The Mongols will start this T-side run with a pistol.
Wow.
Right now in this final, they got this pistol.
And the knife skill. Oh my lord.
This first pick, again, full kit of utility. 1 bullet ruins MongolZ day. All that utility comes into effect as they take the site. They have their cake and eat it too. A knife kill.
What a time to start sprinkling in the swagger.
That's a lot of extra money to be made after winning.
One zero, okay.
Taking and defending Banana has been a problem for Vitality.
Huge nade, man. Huge
Apex,
nade.
as was called upon by the desk, has to be the one to contribute a lot here. And he has been playing well. He who wins Banana wins Inferno.
So far, that's all this defense looks like. A smoke in front of all 5. As if a 1v5 on B site wasn't hard enough. Thing is, though, he's still working with a good amount of grenades, so he will refresh that smoke. But we've seen a lot, I think, throughout this series of the Mongols kind of pushing the limits on smoke grenades.
The thing is, sometimes you see a smoke like this and you don't believe anything, because would you block if there was a flank coming in?
Right.
You'd want to leave it open. I wouldn't be surprised if they run through this.
5-7, off of the flashbang. This is good from Apex. Slows it down for a second, allows for the other pistols to arrive in time.
He's waiting for a flash.
Mezzi's gonna just jump on through. He's got teammates around him, and those are frazzled Mongols players. MP9 unable to get the next one. This is Blitz with a big multi-kill already. 3 frags to his name, but you've got ZywOo into the clutch. Player over towards the pillars trying to get his hands.
No way.
ZywOo's got a
no way. How, bro? How? That's insane, man.
He is the pillar of Vitality.
He saved this, denied the second round conversion. The 1-on-2, look at this flash. It's absolutely beautiful. He has to make up for that last match. MongolZ did to him what they did to Simple earlier on in the quarterfinals.
See, that's why sometimes Mac 10 rush on second.
He's coming into this final
on second round.
Is the highest rated player ever in a major playoffs,
which is just amazing. Hell of a time to pull it off.
But it won't win anything without this win, and certainly a lot less without his performance in this very final.
Exchange kills, top Banana. That's going to send the Mongols back. So many questions about Vitality on Inferno. Why did it start to go so wrong? And how do they stop this free fall, this abyss that is their current record on Inferno, specifically here in Austin?
Damn.
Utility's healthy still for the Mongols, and they've also got a bunch of space going for them. Rops is looking to get into the action. AK's stuck into the fight, but it's Rops and ZywOo. What other duo would you want to try to hold back the Horde? 910, the last player up. They do a great job on this defense to just keep Mongols at bay. No footing closer to that bomb site. No kill on the defense goes their way. And so that gut-wrenching feeling of knowing you went from winning pistol to being completely bottomed out economically now starts to sink in.
Wild.
This used to be the map that was the one that MongolZ could rely on, and they didn't really have a map pool otherwise. Now it's just a feature, not one that they pick, but one that they're happy to run into. A map that they took to round 24 the last time they played against Vitality.
Okay, but they have a chance on City.
Vitality, no, they won last time.
They're forcing again. Man, what are they doing?
In this series, there's been so many small mid-round moments where either team is just kind of taking that prod to their enemy, and this last round's such a great example of it again. ZywOo off short, Rops up into the apartments.
No kill off that, but they run through the nades. They're going all the way.
They're going strong. They're trying to catch Vitality entirely off. This is the kind of decision that could actually have further ramifications. It is a massive hole inside of this B site.
Oh, the counter util's fantastic. Running back and committing to the run back and falling back on their utility. Doing everything well here, not a single death.
The Mongols thought that the element of surprise was going to be enough for
GG.
the fourth round. Instead,
what they needed was someone to start Hobbit. The triple need to take him out, and then they could run over the site, but no one was there. It was a solid call on the anti-eco setup here for Vitality. Apex can be proud of his teammates for where they used their utility from, how much space they gave up. But they knew
Call it GG already? Nah. Nah, yeah, brother.
you will often find Vitality players floating around in that perfect place where the nades did pop, just not this time. And so ready for.
And it's better. It's just the. It's just the.
Mongols bottomed out. Desert Eagles across the board. If the last round fell so flat, why would you have any belief in this one?
The fourth round, man. It's not. It's not a GG.
Vitality were making mistakes, giving early
but they give them 4-1.
To the Deagles, that has not been the case so far.
They're going to look to slow this one down to a crawl. When you see a buy like this, you want everybody to have enough time to work an angle, to take the fight that they're looking for. It's time to be greedy. You have a Deagle in play. You're trying to knock off a lot of health, take out a player, knock down 5K from the scoreboard. Don't have the util. Go forward with any kind of exact, but you know what? They're actually crawling up quite quickly.
Again, trying to play with timing, but just the contrast. Much slower this time around. ZywOo's going to catch the kill over towards the A site. That's the backup plan of the Mongols going south. And if the Vitality players aren't giving you a thread to pull on, then try to get tricky. That's what we see here with this blitz boost. Senzu loves to test these smokes, and he's looking to do it again.
Oh!
And they're to catch them. Mezzi on the recovery. He had a multi-kill last round when they played it fast, but look at the radar. Look how far away they are.
He peeled back immediately.
Mezzi, that is what they needed. A lineup on players that didn't have armor. It's made that much easier for Mezzi, but it's just that fast move that could have, maybe should have broken down this defense. Techno's been a hell of a clutch, but with 3 players, I don't think so. Majority stand tall for Vitality. 4-1 lead early days.
ZywOo gets him back into this game. They run with it from there. Protocols are looking sound. They must have taken time.
We could
Inferno, the first
GG for Vitality. Erosion, what's up, brother?
The mouse loss must have been startling after that, because it wasn't a close game. It was one-sided, and that's just not what we've seen from what is the strongest map in their pool, or was. But now it's become their most studied map. Now it's become the most predictable.
Guys, type GG in chat. In all the chats, actually, because I have 3 chats running at the same time. Write GG in chat if you think Vitality is gonna win, and type GG well played if Mongol is gonna win.
Looking for 3 majors across 2 games. And while other players have made role swaps, none as ambitious as trying to become the world's best.
Did you bet on any other game, Erosion?
Actually create arguments for it.
Fast move towards Banana. Techno got his pocket. Gets burned out of
the everybody says GG.
Within that smoke, but he is just zoned at the moment. Lucky to still be standing. Apex gonna hunt him down.
Everybody says GG.
Players still committed to the Banana. Again, there's been a lot of, I think, early support systems for Vitality at this B site.
Yeah.
If they're trying to find an improvement as to how to get back into their old Inferno ways, maybe this bolstered...
Man, all I see is GG.
Because so far, so good. They've got Mongols walk back, wounded yet again.
Caesar says GG well played. Okay.
You can see the health bars for the Mongols. The first kill that comes out. Techno tries to push through his smoke because Flames uses all of his ammo. It's just a bait. Apex is watching that. He's very careful before he hits that reload button. to make sure Flamesy gets his bullets back in his gun.
Within the absence of any follow-up down banana, we do get the Mongols, who look damn adamant about trying this one again. Still a little bit of utility to come out for Vitality. They've kept the coffers well stocked for this. Challenge through the smoke goes down flat as hell. Flamesy looking for temporary cover as Apex is here to relieve the pressure.
Oh, it's pristine.
Just absolutely excellent.
Everybody says GG. Yeah.
Excited Apex, because that is dream level play here from your team.
Brit, Groes, across the field, Erosion said GG before I even asked.
Flashbangs. There's even strats where you're designed to take an after image flash and run through it. You can see Flamesy catching the tail end of these, but before he does, he's in an active defense. He's not tucked back waiting for his teammate to take all the aggro for him. I love that fountain position.
The reaction of a man who's starting to believe. Very awkward for Flamesy, but I'll just say the fact he gets away with that.
I thought to put on Navi, but thanks God I didn't. Yeah.
Testament to the strong utility. Remember the last time that Mongols tried to hit up this A site, it was that ZywOo short side Rops in apps defense that just pushed.
You should definitely not.
At the right time. Again, they're trying to change it up. Great kill from MZ.
Okay, okay.
That's the whole site.
That's what they needed, right? The first instance of an X factor that comes out from the attack.
That's their way in.
You can boost over top of the smoke and you can still catch them off guard. They do exactly that with the fading bullets of that magazine. Mezzy connects onto Techno and the 910 slides down into the site, but he still doesn't even have a
0
kill.
and 6.
The best upgrade he can find is a Tech 9. We're talking about a Molly and an Mzinho.
M4 for the player over in pit.
That one buys him some time towards short, but Mzinho, he's going to have to do so much here.
Trying to go for the reposition, trying to find that timing. They hear the feet burning. No way! No way! This young gun steps up immensely.
No way.
Apex will try to find the exits. The Mongols needed an answer.
And by God, we found it.
Give it up for Mzinho. Both entries with a Tech 9 out of halls. Versus who? Rops and ZywOo of all people.
Did that. Oh my God.
And then the lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, never bet on Navi.
There's that half buy.
I think changes in Navi is gonna. They are coming.
Situation where Senzu and 910, the two players that were finally having their best playoffs in history, are currently dropping the ball. One kill between them. And Mzinho gives you a little X factor to try to work with.
And now the utility's starting to work back in the other direction. They've taken some hits here even on this
Navi minus Ime minus JL.
A bit better for the T side.
Yeah, Ime doesn't feel confident on whatever he's doing, man.
The thing about chess is you have to wait for your opponent to go before you can go again. But Blitz, in this fluid game of Counter-Strike, he can create an explosive game of Counter-Strike at any pace he wants. That's what Vitality called the Mongols before this match took place. They have to be ready on all fronts. We see that early hall smoke. Map control throughout the series has been pretty good for the Mongols. They paid inside a middle for Dust 2, but they never stopped trying to take it. And they overall owned it on Mirage.
But this is a change up in the A setup in anticipation of another attempt to take down this bomb site. Mezzy's gonna get flashed in and he will drop the ball. There was no answer back. Rops leans further away from his earlier perch positions. ZywOo over towards the arch side, turns just in time.
What a pick
Gets
off.
a second chance. Blitzgo cracks it open from the arch side. And we're gonna go 2 versus 2 with the B site defenders halfway here. Flamesy still playing around on arch. In the time that it'll take Apex to get into play, Flamesy takes a glance over towards the front of brackets.
And 910's going graveyard. This is a big... Oh, he runs back, actually.
Still with 0 kills. Gets a flash of the presence over towards the library. Apex just dancing with the devil. 910 wounded down to 32. Flamesy getting ever closer.
No way.
Getting away with a robbery. Senzu from the back.
No way, bro. 910. 9-10, bro. Come on. Come on.
Single miss to follow. 9-10 had his best chance on that last shot and couldn't put it together. Too much pressure from Apex.
Ah, come on, man. He could have ended it.
So the change up here for Vitality is to throw MongolZ in the front, and it still doesn't get what they need.
Yeah. Oh.
How many times is 9-10 gonna not shoot Apex?
That was the chance. Can't say he didn't put himself in a good spot.
Phenomenal.
Oh. Incredible shooting from the captain. MongolZ running through these timeouts. This half is certainly not over, but at this pace, you can't drop those 2v2s when you have the sight.
Mizin is my panda. 6-2. If the half heads
Final map of the season.
6-6, 7-5, or 8-4.
Vitality starting to feel
the MongolZ have a chance.
A pressure that's been coming out.
I swear the problem with them, playing against them, they're so hard to condition. I mean, something could work 3-4 times in a row, they'll still try to go for it.
I was thinking to myself, maybe they think that MongolZ have less than they do.
Anything else? Like 9-3, it's not recoverable,
Really
in my opinion.
Into that single Molotov that came down.
It's not possible.
Who's on the scene now? Claims he gets that support system.
GG.
Had a lot of pokes and prods in the middles of the round. Inferno felt like at first Vitality just wanted to react, but this round, I mean, that is an opening gambit that pays off into ults.
Flames, he's the guy you can leave alone in B. Every team he's ever played on, he's played Banana, oftentimes by himself. He's very good shoulder spotting, not dying to ops, making sure to use his utility perfectly. So good at getting those one-ways off back in CSGO. Someone so young, won so much. And after this map, if he wins, we'll grab that chip. Not something you want to think about, but...
Slides out when he has to, gives himself a flash to do it again. And Senzu's able to dodge that flash, so the trade is...
Okay, 9-10, you need to get the kill, man.
We're gonna have pressure on this site again. You've got Apex within it, you've got Rops over towards the pit, and the support towards spawn. In the off chance that they try to take it into CT would have been one thing. Apex is gonna have to go massive again. And he's getting in with the damage of fast reposition. No way, he is tapping into something integral.
He's brutalizing them.
That, man.
Champion that he is versus every generation's IGLs in this game. He's played against them all. When they played against Na'Vi, Rob said he's more nervous to play against Na'Vi because they weren't used to it. Apex said, I know how to play against Blade's teams. He can tap into that history.
Look at this.
He's the one who won't get nervous. Pronax, Fallen, Kerrigan, Glaive. He has seen it all.
Damn, Mizinho still, no. 9-10 still 0-9. Wild, bro.
An elusive score.
7-5. They need another. They need 3 more.
Tons of utility pressure yet again as the MongolZ limp towards this banana. And we see this more and more confident Vitality starting to grow across the map from the alt-mid push of last round into the double up on banana. Very passive here from Techno. They're going to go into the boost. Off of the reload, Techno slides down beneath. They don't know. But he is barely standing. And his timing could be to a T.
They won't know about this.
Turned. Unsure about the boost. It's a fast recovery from Flamesy, but there's still an open gate. Blitz has got the bomb out middle, waiting for this kind of a peek. Him and MZinho are gonna get it. Will Mezzi find these again from the same position as last round? Finds one and leaves.
They could keep the game alive with this round. 3-on-3. Rob's coming in from behind as usual. Gets spotted. MZinho takes him down.
And Mezzi's got the gap. Whoa, he's not able to collect the kill. But that does give Flamesy a chance.
9-10, brother. You need to get a kill, bro.
Just the right amount of cover, but they're still going to play for the bracket side. They don't know. They don't know where exactly the MongolZ stand.
Oh, that smoke.
That is going to leave a massive gap on top of the route that Flamesy's already created for himself.
Okay, Senzu.
Around the barrels, and that is already Senzu locked in. You've got half health of the two players. You've got MongolZ trying to tap back into
9-10-0 and
clutch. Not this time.
okay.
Sight falls again. At the very least, it's a 3-round T-side for the Mongols.
Honest Days work on that round to get up to the top of Banana, take over control, get back to mid, all the way down to the 3v3.
Oh man, this is wild.
Vitality, they're there watching and trying to guard these spots. But cross-side trying to peek into mid. MongolZ doesn't finish off his meal when he peeks off Arch, and this is how Mongols sustain. They'll force a timeout from Vitality for once.
So while that B site looks under lock and key, there is a chink in the armor of the A site defense.
Yeah, they found a gap. And they're really successful at taking brackets. You can see that.
Oh, yes.
Vitality have shaped up a lot on B. I mean, counting up this utility damage, it's gone swimmingly this entire half, but almost every single time they find a way to get their trades or get up mid. It's only that one anti-eco that got crushed.
This is wild to me, like... Okay, okay.
He's gonna get some of the util out.
9-10-0 and
While they've taken over bracket, we've had Vitality attack it into ult. Had MongolZ maybe get a little too repetitive from that corner. But repetition will cause hesitation for the Mongols in this round. And very quickly, Apex is calling the troops over.
Oh.
They want to bolster this bomb site before the follow-through comes out, because you've said it, brackets looks good for the Mongols. They have taken it over entirely yet again with a minute on this clock.
They've got an interesting defense. I mean, they're on the perimeter. They're stopping what could be a B play. It feels like that Apex is worried about a split coming this direction, but it's not. It's going to be a full wrap. ZywOo might get full contact, but on a sliver angle, he'll actually try to rotate around. Now it's on MongolZ once again.
Yes,
Rob's in the mini pit to support him.
ZywOo, Hail Mary. Rob's head down in the little pit for now.
It's a
MongolZ to emerge out from the apartments, and Rob's is going to be standing down beneath him. MongolZ looking like a shell of himself. At first, it's back turn. There's MongolZ with the drop and no scope at ZywOo. What is happening? MongolZ in the corner, dealt with.
Another no scope.
Going gut shot to gut shot, back and forth. Finally, a man advantage for the retake. We've seen it come.
Okay, finally.
11 health for 9-10 makes a world of difference. He has second thoughts, a chance to reload that op, but the element of surprise, it's coming out from Apex, and he will catch MongolZ. So now with 11 HP, he is gonna have to pull this out from the same place Apex found his impact. Fantastic flash, no chance this time.
NT.
Take 8.
The flank round was so perfect there from Apex to come up through the halls. As you can see from MongolZ, he missed the one moment. Like
NT boys, NT.
Got up into Boiler. That was the moment where 910's disarmed to the site. He gets flanked from behind, and that's the shot that ZywOo hit.
It's not the only one that he tried to send through smoke, but it's sure as hell the one he needed. And I mean, this map is going to be a statement for Apex if he is able to keep up this ability.
Again, the CTs were close by, but as soon as Mongols had them on the outside of that smoke, on Library out in CT.
You are fucking insane! I want this match up with you boys! Let's go! Let's go, boys! Fucking get it, boys.
You can hear the ecstasy. It's a party over there.
Wild.
Vitality, keeping the energy up, and look at Apex go, 15-4.
Chance and Banana steps up to the test. A little bit delayed to put the smoke down. And so the recovery for the Mongols again. Just
they have a chance.
Getting away with something, trying to head back towards middle.
They have a chance if they they win this one.
And the 8 players, whoever it is, Robs, ZywOo, he's getting out there.
Oh God, roll this into momentum. ZywOo floating around Robs. This position gets spammed, and he's gonna get dinked in the process. Yeah, it's not nearly as comfortable. Rob's still able to get the double, and with the smoke in front, MongolZ opens. Bomb plant in the middle, and 910 has to cover. There's a good amount of health now this time, but he only has 2 kills on this third map. 910's performance is
no way.
him. The stars of the Mongols that got them here have bottomed out. It is now or never. 910 unable, and Vitality, there's their 9th.
9-3.
12 rounds of play, 6 rounds of a lead, a major on the line.
No, there's no chance. There's no chance on. There's no chance, man. There's no chance. Where's my what? Alright, we're back.
So it's a marked improvement out
Final
of Vitality
rounds.
camp, but it is still in the back of their minds the beast that they have.
Final
to overcome.
rounds.
Knowing Inferno is where they have failed in Austin. If Vitality want to grab that crown jewel, they need to close this game, and they've got to do it against this crowd. Austin, the final half of your major begins.
You guys have done just as well.
Doug Jenkins, welcome to the
Amazing, maybe even better.
TikTok stream.
Now Mongols look for a pistol to give themselves a fair shot at the comeback.
Imagine your IGL having more kills than your upper.
Rifle rounds.
Zayu is like
Show that they can match what Legacy
6 and 6. He's not even.
to Vitality already at this event. A map that they have gone the distance on versus Vitality.
Wild
Foremost, smoked off the bracket.
stuff going on, guys. Wild stuff.
For better or not,
Yep.
Blitz taking early damage. Might not bode well, but you've got Mdinho, and he's only going to find his single kill. 9-10 up
Yep,
next.
GG.
Clean sweep of the site. Again, it is Mezzi to step up.
Oh, they absolutely ran through that Mezzi. 16 and 8 off this 3K. 2 players left alive here for the Mongols.
Senzu takes a look towards
Okay,
Pit,
Senzu.
and they will cut the head off this snake.
They're gonna have
Vitality.
to Bernie if they win this, man. Winning a 2v4 retake on the A side, it's unheard of.
Nobody slithering here for Vitality. They just lock into their corners. They allow the retake to come to them. Senzu gets another. Zyru's going to close it. It may have been opened up by Mezzi, but it's Vitality stars to shut it down. Double digits in an instant.
They picked great spots. Mezzi came through, a player we've been talking about.
We can already say
Highlight
GG,
moments
guys.
More than we ever have in his career. Somebody who, in his initiation to Vitality, was just their 5th best player. Just a guy who seemed like a great presence, who was decent at anchoring, but struggled to find that chemistry when Spinks was on the team. Now he has really blossomed. He takes control, he wins rounds by himself, he pulls out clutches, and we can see what he does with the pistols.
Gonna try to get aggressive through that smoke. Blitz actually gets killed on the fall back. This is Vitality with 2 MAC-10s, and this could be a quick one. MP9 into the apartments, just straight up taken down by Zaiwu. And what a beautiful moment this could be for the formula of Vitality, because we haven't had to say his name too often. 8 frags on this 3rd map as he watches his teammates
2 and 14, bro.
taking over versus the Mongols. They now sit pretty in a 5v3, and Vitality, with a wealth of experience, know how to avoid these sorts of mistakes.
Mongols may be a young team, but Vitality made moves to make their team younger too, and that was a risk at the time. A risk that has certainly paid off. These have become players that you can trust in any circumstances.
MongolZ is saving right now.
Looking for a chip to finish their season. I'm sure it would almost.
We can call it GG already, guys.
Win this, nothing mattered at all.
We can call it GG.
But with this run, Vitality, this could be the best in 6 years that we've seen from any rosters.
You can see just how safe they are, escorting Robs to get that bomb over towards B.
Yeah, just better. Yeah.
The change the Valve gave us by putting this event at the end of the season. Everybody plays towards the major. And while Vitality have blown our minds with their consistency and results throughout this season, we have slowly started to see them look more human the closer they got to this final hurdle. It is poetic that Inferno's where this ends.
Yes, indeed. And Rops will be forever remembered as the difference. Before Vitality, everybody knew he was that thoroughbred star role player, made space on maps, didn't need extra help when he anchored, but it never became so clear since he joined this team how quickly they took off.
Oh, that's a nice shot over there. A lot of people over there.
The anchor you cannot replace. So for the Mongols, we'll find out now if the lights are too bright. One map in the series. But then they saw the finish line. And ironically, that's when it gets the farthest away.
Final timeout called by Mara. For the first time ever, when they were whooping Vitality.
Wait, what do you mean?
To see Senzu smile. We started to see emotions break through for the Mongols. Something that somehow, some way, through trials and tribulation, they always kept to themselves. The youngest ever team to make it to a major finals.
Oh, man. Making history from so many different perspectives. They have so much to be proud of. But when you're this close, and you're giving yourself this much of a chance, you have the biggest threat in the grand finals. Take some pressure off. Play the good CS we saw in map 1. You've got nothing else to do today. I saw a sign in the crowd that said CS is played one round at a time. They've got to dig into that mental space. The same one that got them to this final. Already their best result this year.
Yeah.
Apex storms his way through Banana, sends that frag grenade deep onto Senzu. He's going to have to deal with the chip damage now. It takes the greatest teams in history a long time to learn how to win. Look at Astralis. 2024 was a year marked by disappointment for Vitality and yet promise. The thought of Mongols pulling this one out of the hat was the Cinderella story. And Senzu tries to tap into that fairy tale with a smoke spam back sight, at least a hope at holding off this B site. Bomb yet to be planted and smoke soon to fade. And there is more utility where that first one came from. If the Mongols want to take a swing at this, now feels like the time. But they're going to let Mzinho get into the flank first, and as he gets ever closer, he's going to make contact versus Zaiwu, who has the advantage of the Galil. Damage goes both directions, but the Mongols have to make a difficult decision. Do you try? Do you put your entire major on the line? Dreams wielded in this clutch attempt towards B, shut down by the best. 9-10 versus 3 denied, and Vitality will secure themselves 9 championship points.
You see the breath that Apex takes after this moment. Zaiwu's smile on his face. The two young players on the right enjoying this, contributing so much. The fantasy season. Vitality might be able to complete it here and now in front of this crowd. Something that we didn't think was possible in CS2, to put on an era.
Where's my GG?
Ooh, fire beneath him.
Wow.
Gonna give him a little lifeline. Flamesy actually kills Blitz in the process. But that one goes down towards middle, so a successful endeavor out from the
3v4. Stop screaming, let's go Mongols. You got like
Counter-Strike is played round by round, kill by kill, click by click. And with 9-10 finding a couple more kills, these rifles that they have barely found in their hands could damn well extend play. Flamesy, birthday boy.
imagine winning a major on your birthday.
He doesn't see a way back in. There's two worlds that we live in right now. One where Vitality have to stew in the thought that, oh, guns respond. We've not been able to break through on Inferno, or the other, where
Man,
feels like it's almost
after the first map, I was like, there's a chance.
Knowing Apex and his swagger,
But then
he came through that floor with a middle finger and a phone in hand.
Yeah, he's done this before. That's what that says to me.
He died to his own.
Mistake this round. He offers up that opening kill. 9-10 will seize the day.
That was wild.
That's one down, 8 to go.
That was a wild spray.
Vitality immediately into a timeout. Mara will get a second and a final chance to speak here. Apex has a number of jobs. Keep his team steady emotionally, to come through with a good game plan to make sure everybody is playing their roles right. But most importantly, to continue to play to win. 9-10 looks shaken in the first half of this game. Started 0-7, 0-8. Gets this famous 2K. Maybe he gets back online. Maybe it's too late. Like you said, you have to learn how to win.
You gotta learn how to dig yourself out of the depths.
What's up, Squid? What's up? What's up?
9-10 and Senzu don't want to wake up and look at themselves in the mirror tomorrow and remember this map 3, not with the ratings they currently have secured. You gotta play to win if you want it. And you can see Blitz doing exactly that with this quick little look down mid, but nothing over towards alt for him to pull on. They peel it back. So, that's what they're looking for, but Mezzi's got the fast answer. And how many more times is Mezzi going to be the key to overwhelming sights?
I don't think anyone's overtaking him right now.
4v4.
Still going. Aging like wine in this match. Can't decide what utility to use here at the top of Banana.
It's going good. It's going good. Good. Glad to hear that, man.
You've got the Mongols split in a minute. You've got their backs against the ropes.
9-10. Up to the plate, whether he knows it or not.
Sits here with a flash and incendiary for Mzinho. Mzinho's going to try to go for the peak, and he's going to collect himself 2 kills. Good thing he didn't have a nade out.
Okay.
Done yet. Round by round. Piece
What?
by piece.
At least it's more respectable.
In front of the other. Fantastic plays here. Great trade back from Mezzi, but a spray transfer into another. Beautifully done. Full control of the brackets. 7 rounds to go.
And you can see that Mongols tethering going down so nicely, ready to respond.
I didn't even like I didn't even do the pick'ems.
That's a 5th kill for him.
Remember where he was, folks. 4 kills, 16 deaths for 9-10 at the start of this one. That op is online.
Okay,
The answer's already coming through. Flamesy, that's a couple of kills. That is a vacant A-bomb site, but obviously at the moment they don't know it. And 9-10 was floating around here, so they're thinking he's not too far off. It would be an absolute tragedy for this to be the round that slips through their hands.
They want to fully avoid this. Rops looking for.
There's no way.
Feels like.
No way Flamesy does it all, right? There is no world where he goes beyond these 2 kills.
They know he's around here.
That M4 over towards the library. Rop soon to jump
What?
down into the site.
No, wait, that's how you lose, Mongols?
He is trying to take over the server on his day. 910 into the bomb site.
Yeah.
Shot. And now we're talking about a post plan with an incredible.
No.
This could be it.
That's it. That's it. That's it, GG.
Techno approaching 100 HP, all the weight of the world on his shoulders.
So much clutch in his coffers, we know it. But Vitality, give him the space, and nobody's gonna swing just yet. They take their time. Sweet time. Techno into the 2.
Oh, wow. Wow. They play like...
Ice cold.
Always.
From Mirage to here. When you anchor, it's your responsibility to put up rounds like those. And we've seen Techno have his bad days.
Surprisingly, they...
But right now he's looking like Magic's in Shanghai
Wow.
with these moments. 6
Wow.
rounds to go.
Wild. Insane clutch. I can't believe it. He pulled it off.
910 showed you promise at the start of that. 910 had you believing.
Bro, 910 be missing a lot of shots, man.
This game.
Will Vitality think about the fact that they gave that away so close to the trophy? Is this one more chance that 910 needed? Or will it rest on
Okay.
Robs goes down inside of the halls.
No easy feat killing Robs inside the apartments. But what we haven't seen is this B site truly tested. And so they start to lean
Okay, Techno.
stepping into the front of the site, but as he goes down, Senzu gives up his position with the trajectory of that nade. And he thinks about it. But he's at the very least allowed 1 to cross over. That is Mezzi with footing on site. That is the bomb to follow suit.
2 CT still on the A site. They don't believe this just yet. Smoke will go down and so
No way.
Zywoo's gonna plant it.
Flamesy takes a lot of damage.
Vitality no longer hands busy. 3 rounds down. It was 6 to go.
That's it, boys.
Hands on deck for the Mongols. It is only flashbangs for this reason.
That's it, GG.
Flamesy right back
Okay.
in the field. It is another triple from the young star of Vitality. Zywoo's gonna lean back into the site. Mezzi awaiting. Now he sees the barrel. He's got
GG.
himself the kill. And so 1 frag out. 910 from the bottom of the scoreboards will be haunted by this performance unless, and it is not to be, for it is the bees. Today is the day of Vitality.
They make it happen.
Bro, this is...
They complete the season. They get a chip for everyone. After all their wins and successes, the pressure mounted so high that this was must win. Another BO3 in a row. Apex, another championship. But the one that mattered the most. Everything else pales in comparison to a win here in Austin. And they didn't flub it at the final hurdle. A fantastic attempt from the Mongols in trying to stop this from happening after map 1. You could see they might have been scared, but this isn't the first time they've been tested. And they've been battle hardened and survived it all. Another test passed. And a well-deserved break after this match, because Vitality have won this season.
It's all in a damn near flawless form. Poetic ending on Inferno. And there is no denying that in the anatomy of Vitality, Apex and greatness are only one Bonaparte.
Yeah, boys, GG.
You have to respect him because this man is a leader of men. Dan Matisklai has sharpened the deadliest counter-strike weapon we have ever seen. Zywoo is extraordinary. And his evolution into the greatest of all time is truly underway. From the day he was born, this was his destiny. in Austin, they will seize their crown jewel. Your Blast Austin Major Champions Team Vitality!
Wild. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good place. I know that the European crowds are much better. Alright guys, this is it for my stream. I'll see you in a couple days. I was hoping that Yum Yum and Stilo would be live. I will contact them on Discord for their giveaways. I mean, they made some noise. Not gonna lie. It's Dallas was much more louder. Anyways, I will see you guys on Thursday. Taking a break from streaming currently. It's been a pleasure. You guys been awesome. You guys been watching the stream and communicated, and we are literally 7 subscribers away from a giveaway again. I hope we're gonna be able to do it. And I also hope that on the before the end of July we're gonna be able to give away a gaming monitor. I want to give back to the community, so tell your friends, tell whoever plays video games, tell your friends, tell your tell your friends, your family to subscribe. I want to give back to the community.